I love me some Avatar Nation. Step on them, king. Step on them, king.
Please, you have nerve. You've been beating everybody.
I'm talking, baby.
What up, SK?
I'm here for the mess.
I'm talking, baby.
Get it, Daddy.
Hey!
I love me some Avatar Nation. Step on them, king. Step on them, king.
Although you didn't call me silly, honey, you're shady.
I'm talking, baby.
Get it, Daddy.
Well, goodness gracious.
No beef, just tofu.
I'm here for the mess. Get it, Daddy.
Woo, child.
Well, goodness gracious.
Avatar Nation.
Alrighty, what's going on, everybody? This is like the late edition, I guess, of Tofu Alley. What's up, Black Strawberry Apple? How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for being here, and thank you for being a tofuan. What's up, Detached Myself? How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. All right, so wow, what a day it was. What a day it was. All right, let's jump into it real quick. I'll share with you guys the agenda so you know what we're talking about tonight. Okay, here we go. This is the agenda. Zuckerberg loses billions. My words to QB. Stop lying. What FiveBabe say? The new Cussing pastor, low emotional intelligence. Also, Jay Wilson threatens to. Oh Lord. Jay Wilson threatens to smack Kwani. Is Jay Wilson turning white? Treasure Lane, stop playing with the other side. So that is what we want to speak about tonight. Tonight. What's up, Lala Mason? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. All right, so let's jump into it real quick. Zuckerberg loses billions. In case you did not know, Facebook lost a lot of money today. Facebook loses $237 billion and largest one-day drop in stock market history. Zuckerberg warned staff he might cry over scratched eye as shares fall 26%, dragging NASDAQ down 3.7%, and he drops out of Forbes' 10 richest after users decline. You may say, why in the hell am I talking about this? Because this is pretty key because a lot of y'all who got 401ks or retirement plans, believe it or not, your retirement plan may consist of Facebook because they're very, considered one of the premium stocks out there. So this is going to have a cataclysmic effect. Also, it's a big deal because a lot of people are moving away from Facebook. They're moving away from TikTok. They're moving to TikTok and I think maybe Snapchat, but they're moving definitely to TikTok, and that's pretty much why he may try to be moving to the metaverse. So this is going to have a cataclysmic effect across the whole entire stock market. So I've already told y'all that the stock markets will crash, right? Or this may be the leading event that causes it to crash. So just be careful out there. If you invested in stuff, be wary, be leery. I know some people maybe who own Facebook stock have seen it plummet. I don't know what he's going to do because he has no other product out there that could, hedge him or take the place of this loss. So, like I said, Facebook is becoming a little bit antiquated. A lot of young people are over on TikTok, Snapchat, and stuff like that. So, I just want to let y'all know he's what was he? Number 6 on the richest list. Now he fell out of the top 10. So, they said the crying eye thing or scratch eye thing. I guess he scratched his eyes, so he didn't want people thinking that he lost because he lost so much money. He was crying. So I just want to share that with y'all because some people that I have are interested and may not understand what's going on. Ooh, child, just be careful out there, y'all. Just be careful. All right, here we go. As you know, today I guess QB had a live over there, and I guess he was allowing the renegades to call in and speak. I called in over there during his live and spoke. These are my words to detaches. You said that's a lot of money. That is a lot of money to lose. The reason we'll get back to QB in a minute. The reason they lost so much money is because, like I said, their users dropped, significantly. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Hopefully he'll rebound, but that's why they say he's going to the metaverse to try something new, because they have no other outside product besides that. So yeah, that is a lot of money to move. What was the largest one-day loss? So yeah. Lawanda Dick says, "Don't trust anyone in business with China." Well, everybody's in business with China, so that means you don't trust Tesla, right? Yeah, but I understand. Don't. Yeah. And TikTok is a Chinese-based company, so and we're giving all that information to them. So, yeah. All right, what's up, Babs? How you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being a tofu. All right, so let's get back to QB real quick. So I was over there, and I called in, right, because I got something to say to QB. In all honesty, QB is a very loyal person. Like, I feel QB at the center of his core is a nice human being. And I feel many a times people may take advantage of his niceness, and he may have to find out the hard way. And I feel in his situation with FiveBabe, she's taking advantage of that man. Let's be honest. For her to publicly tell him that he needed to apologize to Leo the Lioness because that man messed up their business relationship, that was a behind the scenes conversation. That was something that we as people did not need to know, right? And she could have talked to him behind the scenes, and he'll come back and could have made some kind of apology that was, saving his face or whatever. But for her to come out, then for him to comply with that, it's kind of messed up. Because this is the thing. Like, I feel that QB's growth, and the reason why I speak about this now, because you can't say that's one situation, there's two situations, there's three situations. And I think a lot of people are fed up. Enough is enough. How many times we gonna see his growth become stagnant because of her? And like I said today, they don't move in tandem. It's her move, then his move. It's never his move, then her move. And I feel like the support isn't equal, right? Because let's just say this. If he decided to make a public statement and say, I don't want to be no longer involved with the show, I don't like how they're moving over there, what would FiveBabe do? She'll call him out. But she can go live and say that she's tired of this going on, and what he has to move in tandem with that, right? And then drag Sean Bradley. He can never do anything that's on his own. And this is what I gotta say to QB. This is what concerns me. If you ever get an opportunity to outshine FiveBabe, that's when you're gonna really see the true FiveBabe. Because she does not like anyone who's going to outshine her, because she has a serious case of paranoia. So are you going to forever be behind her? Or when, and I'm not saying, don't get me, listen, y'all, do not get this misconstrued. I'm not saying for them to separate or to break up. What I'm saying is, damn, QB, when are you going to be able to have an opportunity to shine and without her try to sabotage it? Because as you seek to grow, I don't think you want to be riding on her coattails or be behind her all the time. I think you want to elevate and move on. But when is that going to be? Because one day that's going to happen. One day you're going to get an opportunity that she may not get that may take you to the next level. Are you going to really sit up here and say, well, I wonder what FiveBabe is going to say? Right? Because sometimes you only get one opportunity. So like I was saying, you really need to be careful for when you do get that opportunity. How is she going to act? Is she going to sabotage that opportunity? Right? Because she's looking out for herself. If she had to cut you loose, she wouldn't think twice about it. Right? If Sean Bradley said, okay, FiveBabe, we taking you, but you gotta leave QB on the back end, she'll go right ahead. She's not gonna sit up there and say, well, it's a package deal. If I don't go, then if QB don't go, I don't go. Think about that. So a lot of people, and then let's talk about this whole claim or thing that was put on you. For FiveBabe to play with that situation the way she did shows a lot how she views you, right? She tried to put the same thing, or let's say she put that on you. There was somebody else that tried to put that on you. But since it involved her daughter, she should have immediately addressed the situation head on rather than playing with the situation. And she likes to play with that P word a lot because I've also been someone that she tried to put that on. That she's having a sudden case of amnesia because she talks so much. But she did try to put that on me, right? Okay. But like I said, the same loyalty and respect and admiration and defense that you have for her, she don't show. She don't show at all. That's a video that she should have came out immediately. The title should have been direct and say, stop playing with QB, stop lying on QB. We didn't see that. But if you on the other end, right, you would have came out in defense of her. So all I'm pretty much saying is QB is one day you're gonna have to make that decision to move on. Because the way you view her, she does not view you. And it may be more complicated than us seeing on the outside because y'all local, right? So if you separate from her, you may have to deal with some other factors that are local that you may not want to deal with. So it's just baby, cheaper to keep her. You see what I'm saying? So I don't know everything behind the scenes. I don't know everything in front of the scenes, but I guarantee you, we're tired. Like you got that sign, and you got that sign. What does the song say? I'm tired. We tired. You tired. We tired. All tired. Because when you first started off, your trajectory was high. People liked you. And I think that somewhat dropped because now you associate. You got to back up everything she does, good or bad. And that's a messed up spot to be in. She does a lot of shenanigans. She does a lot of things that piss off a lot of people, and she lies incessantly. That's not part of you. I don't think. That's not who you are. Some of the things, the games she pulls, the things that she says, that's not part of you. But since you decided to link up with her, you become synonymous with what she does. So that vitriol that people have for her is now becoming on you when that's not deserved because that's not how you move. But if you were to separate yourself from what she does, then all hell breaks loose because they think y'all, or she gets paranoid that you abandon her or you're about to jump ship too. So with that said, I wish you the best, and I hopefully one day you decide that, hey, I'm gonna still be a friend to FiveBabe. I'm gonna still support her, but I'm going to be more motivated or more proactive to do what I want to do without getting her approval first. Because that's what it seems like. QB moves, but he's got to seek FiveBabe's approval first. So let me ask you this, QB. What happens if Sean Bradley wanted to take you on the show? Now, that probably won't happen because you had to curse him out in approval for FiveBabe. But what happens if Sean Bradley comes back and say, hey, QB, we think we want you on the show? Are you going to have to get FiveBabe's approval first? Because that's what it seems like. That's what it seems like. And like I said, there's that whole city dynamic that y'all got going on there that makes things difficult and more harder than it is. So that's what I got to say. I'm going to read what y'all going to say in the chat real quick. You said, Lala Amazing says, QB has blended too much of his platform with Fi, so he kind of has no choice because he's spineless. I wouldn't say he's spineless. I think when he saw the opportunity to come up with her and stuff like that. And like I said, when is that day going to be? And not that I'm saying I'm encouraging to separate, but when is that day going to be where QB says, you know what, I'm going to do me while also supporting her? So, sound like you was high. Now it's 79 people in here. I don't know what you mean. It's because I also moved to another channel, right? So, I don't know what you mean. Molly Mayback says, move to another city. She can have Chicago. Yeah, I don't think he's going to move, though. It's sad if that's the reason because he's in the same city. But like I said, when you take that offline relation, when you take that online virtual relationship and you move it offline, that complicates a lot of things in both worlds. What's up, Auntie Donna? How you doing? Good to see you. Okay, what's up, Aunt Red Rose? Let's see what else you guys are saying. Let's see. Bap said that's the bed he's closing. He's choosing to lay in. So whatever to me. I agree. That's why I tell people you have to be careful. The come up has come down. No, not at all. Not amazing. This is what y'all. This is what y'all don't understand, right? I'm more peaceful with less people in my lives. When you get 500, 1.5 in the chat, that's more eyes on you. That's more animosity. That's more jealousy. See, that's what y'all don't understand. Those who are not in the content creator, see, y'all get fixated on the numbers. The numbers are only temporarily, right? The numbers are temporary. I'm not really concerned about this at all because I've been had the 500, I had the 800 in the chat. And there's a lot of bullshit that goes along with that. So Lala amazing, you're sitting over here in my live making fun of me doing something that you can never do. Do you have a channel? Have you ever been in the content creator seat? Have you ever been challenged with producing content for hundreds of people on a consistent basis? So you're not on my level, and nor never will be. And if you try to be, I wish you much success, but you probably will fail, like many have done. So be careful how you come at me because you can't duplicate what I do. I chose to sit up here and you said not me. Oh, she talking about Cuba. Well, you better put it right. The cub has come down. Please, y'all, when y'all put comments in the chat, be specific. Because Lala Mesa, I've heard that all the time. I heard it in QB's chat. So I'm taking what I experienced earlier and put it on your comments. But let me go back and say it real quick. Those who want to make fun of my come up and my come down and things like that, it's by design. My other channel, I can't get in. So what I got to do, move on to another channel that was not active, right? And y'all see this 1.3 in the chat. There's a lot of bullshit that comes with that. There's a lot of jealousy that comes with that. So, Lala Amazing, if this wasn't for me, no, I'm not pressing much at all. I understand you. Okay, y'all saying that's why I asked y'all please be specific with what y'all say because I'm trying to keep the engagement high, but I'm hearing the rhetoric that I'm hearing everywhere else in my chat. So if I came at you, Lala Mason, I apologize. I'll be the first to apologize. Okay. I didn't block you. What are you talking? Oh, well, listen. You bring a lot of drama with you, so you've used up your past, Skillet. All right, if that is you. All right, let me see what you guys say. You said QB was riding with 5 for a come up. So I said, well, the come up has come down. There's money on the flow. But next time, can you please put QB instead of the incomplete sentence? Because that will eliminate a lot of misinterpretation to the situation. I'm not singing her no damn apology, Brooklyn Johnson. If you keep it up, I'm gonna send you to Brooklyn, okay? Keep playing. Oh, now you decided to change your name. I'm Rose. Okay, all right. And that man over there said he hates you too. You have many names: Skillet, Rose Bennett, always in it. So, okay, all right. Do I need to put a color? You sure do need to put a color on it. It'd be greatly appreciated if you do. Put a color on it and make sure it's a bright color too, with tons of dollars. All right. What's up, Demetrius Body? How you doing? Good to see you. All right. Next thing I want to say, stop lying. Some dude named Sean lied on me and said, I don't know who he was calling the laundry man. I don't know who that is, but don't lie on me because I've never ever spoken about QB's significant other. I never ever do that. I don't speak about those who passed on. I don't believe in playing with that stuff. I think it's also disrespectful because those particular individuals are not there or not here to defend themselves. So stop lying on me, whoever that dude was, and saying that I spoke about his deceased loved one. I don't speak about nobody that's deceased. That's not even my MO. Okay. So I felt compelled to defend myself in that situation. Didn't the man go sit up to when did you start loving QB? Like I told him, man, part of being a man is understanding when to separate the bullshit from the real stuff. What QB and I do is bullshit. I really don't have an issue with QB. QB had an issue with the whole Jim Boski situation, right? But at the end of the day, what QB and I do is bullshit. What's going on is real life stuff because those are accusations that are slanderous and defamatory. And I personally feel that his growth is being stymied by someone who don't really care about him. You get what I'm saying? That's how I feel. Because FiveBabe don't reciprocate what QB puts out for her. And that's on 100. All right, let's move on. What FiveBabe say? I heard FiveBabe said something, mentioned me in the lab. I don't know. I wasn't able to watch. So I don't know. People might be asking, well, are you going to respond to what FiveBabe said? I don't know what she said. So I don't. And that's all honesty. And I'm not sitting through an hour and whatever that video was to pick out a 30-second time slot. So I don't know what she said. If anybody knows what she said, let me know and then I'll address it. The new Cussing Passa. The new Cussing Pastor. So I guess Jay Wilson is the new Cussing Pastor. He went, well, I guess he was over there on Trezur Lane, and I guess he had an encounter with Kwani, and he called Kwani bitch or a bitch multiple times. I was like, what? Then he went to his live and said that he was smack Kwani. I don't make this up. You know, Jay Wilson talks about a lot of emotional intelligence, but today he did not show that at all. I was like, wow. And the sad part about it was it wasn't the situation started off with Kwani addressing Ask April, not him. And he said the bitch multiple times. And he's supposed to have a doctorate of ministry. It seems like he has a doctorate of evilry or evilness. We don't want to go there, wherever you got that doctorate from, because obviously it showed that you're not operating in divinity, right? But obviously I got to always bring the proof. So let me play. I couldn't believe it. I could not believe it. That man said bitch so many times. So like, and you know, there was a rumor back in the day when he had that rather live gathering or something that he cursed a lot. And I couldn't believe it until I heard it today. All right, let me get my go into the vault real quick. Oh Lord. Oh yeah. Also, is Jay Wilson turning white? Did I upload this? Oh no, this is my folder. Here we go. Is Jay Wilson turning white? Look at this, y'all. Look at this. Y'all see this? Is he using bleaching cream? Is he using bleaching cream? Look, he's turning white, y'all. Is he using that Michael Jackson cream? I don't know. I just thought that was interesting. I was like, maybe that's why you move the way you move. Ooh, very interesting. Just my observation. It may be off, but I was just saying he might be turning white. All right, let's get into this real quick. Let me see what I got for you guys here. Let's see. Hold on one second, y'all. Ooh, Lord, he was cursing up a storm. Hold on, is this it? Oh yeah, here we go. Ooh, child. Here we go. Uh-oh. Ooh, he called her a hoe. The pastor done called Kwani a hoe. Oh Lord, y'all being messy. He said he bleaching like food junkie. Oh my God. Y'all said, oh Lord, that avatar. Oh, that avatar. Okay, arms have 0.0 muscle. Oh Lord. Okay. What's up, giving love, receiving love? How you doing? The tree kept cutting people off. Oh, yeah, I saw Tracy big head over there. Okay. Let's see. Oh Lord, the cussing pastor. He's okay. First he called Kwani a hoe. Here we go. Oh, he said, come on, B. Come on. Well, I gotta say it the way he said it. He said, come on, bitch. Ooh, Lord. That's y'all pastor, y'all. What is it? Doctor of Divinity. Ooh, Lord. I got you today. You want to fuck into your father's children. You want to fuck into your father's children. So much. Get your ass to the people. And that's when you want to see them in the pocket. But you know what I'm talking about. Let's get real. What you got? Come on. Let's get real. No, bitch is you. Bitch is you. Bitch is
job? You hold that bitch behind to get no job. What's your longevity? What is your longevity? Passa. For what? What is your longevity?
Ooh, he said B again. Now, I don't think Kwani ever called that man the F word. I'm just saying. Now, y'all saying Kwani called that lady a zebra, but the situation was between Ask April and Kwani. Okay, not the man that is big as a zebra. But here we go. Let's continue.
Come on, bitch. I got it. Come on. Big fucking cunt. Now you come on, bitch. The bitch is you. Come on, the bitch is the motherfucker that hurt you. You got it, bitch. Sit your ass down.
Oh, did y'all hear that? He said, sit your ass down. Oh, is this Jay Wilson or Jay Cursor? I don't know. Ooh, child.
You come on, bitch.
Ooh.
What the fuck you gonna do, bitch?
Ooh.
Where the fuck is Mark? Where the fuck is Mark at? Where the fuck is Mark at? You bitch mad nigga driving around looking for folks' house. Driving around looking for folks' house, bitch. Looking around for folks' house. Tell me you ain't doctor, boy. You don't doctor nobody. You gonna ride in you lying as fuck, nigga. Lying as fuck, nigga.
Dude, y'all, that man sound like he out of breath. He need a ventilator. He need an oxygen machine. He maybe even needs some Gatorade, y'all. Did you see how he hypervent? Hey, that's probably the best workout he ever gave him. He ever got. Thank you, Kwani, for getting him to do some kind of exercise. Oh, Lord. Ooh, here we go.
The bitch is you. The bitch made nigga is you.
Ooh, Kwani.
Who leans over say, bring the lube. You say, bring the lube. You want to you don't ask for the lube. You want to ask for the lube. Don't ask for the website, bitch.
I don't know what they're saying.
My company is affiliated with your company is affiliated with no, motherfucker. Your company is affiliated with fucking. Come on, fucking. Tell them about that goddamn ball. They hurt my feelings so bad. I
think he called that bitch again.
You was going to
What?
You was going to from Uber. I tell you what, I think I'm Uber, but I still got my house.
He still got his house, y'all.
But you live in that casket
I think Kwani was putting on that song. I think Kwani dancing, y'all. I think Kwani saying lube, lube, lube. Lube, lube, lube.
But you're looking for ass on the sex song. Jay with some balls. Looking for ass on the
Kwani saying about dancing her ass. Ooh. Did he call her? Did he say effing bitch? Ooh, Jay Wilson, you got a potty mouth. You need to rinse that mouth out with holy water and Listerine. Ooh, child. Ooh, did he say effing bitch? Ooh, Lord. Ooh, Lord. Hey, hey. Hey,
that was you.
Hey,
Looking for ass on the sex site.
hey,
That was you. That was you. So I'm so sorry you have to deal with. As soon as you came up, the bitch was already that's what I want to don't get mad. I'm not that bitch. I just want you to know you can't do it. No, you can't do it. You can't do it. Don't. So things again. Thank you for letting me come up on your platform, and I appreciate it.
Yes, it is, Black Strawberry.
Don't.
Listen, y'all. Listen, y'all.
Okay, you all. Well, thanks for playing. Well,
listen, y'all. Listen.
Y'all just can't stand the hate. Soon as she came up, this bitch already jealous because she got hair, because she looked better than you, because she looked lighter than you. Okay, I have said enough. Anyway, it's so good to see you. You had to be this thing. I can bitch it over here. Thank you. You started all that cursing with me. If I'm talking to her, why the fuck your dick got in it? Why your damn dick? Because you so rude. And we're talking pussy on everybody's platform. That's what you do. She and I have an issue. I have an issue. I have an issue. You don't dick on social media. Again, you don't dick on social media. Again, you don't dick on social media.
Oh, well, he said this bitch. Oh, Lord. Ooh. That's why I tell y'all, be careful who y'all, get to prey on you. Now, everybody that want their, prayer clause return, now you got a reason for returning them, because he said that bitch. Oh, Lord. Nah, this is when he went to his platform and said he want to smack Kwani. Good Lord. This is the violent preacher, went from the cursing preacher to the domestic violence preacher. Oh, Lord. Now he want to slap Kwani. I don't lie. I got to play the receipts. Oh, Lord.
You pissed me off.
The pastor pissed. Now, the pissy pastor. Oh, Lord. Here we go.
She got the right one today.
Oh.
See, let me say this, Sharon.
The pissed off pastor.
I'm a very calm person.
No, you ain't.
Until you piss me off.
Ooh.
And see, this is what people don't understand. When you piss me off, it's on. It's on. And I'm glad I had my camera off, because, baby, if I could slap her from my camera, I would have slapped her straight across the state of Missouri.
Oh, the violent pastor. Oh, Lord. Oh, he's violent. With a cursing?
Well, let me tell you something, Miss Kwani.
Oh, Lord.
You go get your grandchildren.
Oh.
See, you gave us all of that.
Oh. Well, let's rewind that. Hold on, in case you missed it.
When you piss me off,
what? Oh, child.
It's on.
Oh, yeah?
It's on.
Oh.
And I'm glad I had my camera off, because, baby, if I could slap
Wait a minute. You glad you had that camera off so we couldn't see you sweating profusely and almost passing out because you sitting over there calling Kwani bitches and this bitch. Oh, Lord. Anyway, that's
It's on. And I'm glad I had my camera off.
Okay.
Because, baby, if I could slap her from my camera, I would have slapped her straight across the state of Missouri.
Oh, now this is a person that's got a master in divinity, which means he took an extra time to educate himself on being peaceful, a pacifist, and emulating the ways of the Lord. But he's just sit up here and called a woman who does not have a master in divinity, but maybe a master in, I don't know, debauchery or debauchery, as I like to say, and say he will call her a B and then say he will slap her across the state of Missouri. Oh, I guess that's what our pastors are doing this day and age. Anyway, let me see what you guys are saying in the chat. When did I say she was? I don't know who you talking to. Oh, you talking to Brooklyn Johnston. Okay, Brooklyn been disruptive. He will be lecturing YouTube about emotional intelligence tomorrow. Yes, this is a whole case study on how the contradiction of emotional intelligence, because that definitely was not emotional intelligence right there. This is y'all pastor, y'all. This is who y'all go to for advice. Oh, Lord. Oh, Sharona B says he's a big demon. Girl by the way said, what's up, birthday girl? How you doing? Late to the party, but I'm here. Happy birthday to you. I hope you have many, many, many more. I'm gonna keep saying happy birthday to you until March. Oh, you said yes, Cussing pastor. That was a hard beat. He said this beach. How was it colorism when they're both light? Oh, Lord. But they're not bright. All right, let me see. Oh, my goodness. Brother Jay, he wasn't playing. Well, he definitely wanted to slap his sister Kwani. Oh, child. All right, well, I don't know if y'all still want to go to the congregation of Jay Wilson, because he might turn around and slap you too. So he said a pacifist. Passa was tossing tables in the temple, yeah. But he was not Jesus, though. His name start with J, but it ain't for Jesus. All right, let's go. Low emotional intelligence, yes. That show just low emotional intelligence. Is Jay Wilson turning white? It looks like he may be using the Michael Jackson bleaching cream. So maybe you understand why he gives certain people a pass. All right, last up on the agenda. But before we get into the last thing on the agenda, feel free to turn to the live. Please subscribe. If you want to, feel free to make a gesture to $ Sir King Crown. It'd be greatly appreciated. Also, we are Avatar Nation is selling things for Valentine's Day. So if you want to spread the love, feel free to do so over there on the Avatar Nation Collection store. Let me see if I can go to my store real quick over there. You know, spread love in the world. It says, spread love and be great. And don't curse like Jay Wilson and pretend to be a pastor. Anyway, let's see. Hold on one second, y'all. Oh, Lord. Oh, hold on. There's a lot going on, y'all. There's so much going on. It's hard to keep up. It really is because I like to do my own research. I don't like to just take things, but it's so hard to keep up with these folks because everything's popping off one after the other. Let's see. All right. Here's the Avatar Nation Collection store. Feel free to check out our merchandise over there on Teespring. Help you guys find some love in your life. So, like I said, we got pillows so you can dream of love and bring it to fruition, like Brianna does every night. Also, we have the Avatar Love sweaters. We have mugs, and we also got T-shirts over there, so you can represent and spread love in your real life. You say you love the coffee love mugs. Oh, thank you. Also, want to say thank you to the person that purchased the pillow. I appreciate you. Oh, that's you. Thank you, Babs. I appreciate your support. I saw that I had one order. I said thank you. Oh, also, if you want to save on shipping, feel free to do so. You can put Avatar Ship. It gives you free shipping. The Avatar Ship gives you free shipping because I know they be charging for shipping. I'm like, good golly molly, you ain't making enough off of this stuff already. So Avatar Ship gives you free shipping. So if you want to save on that. All right. You say Edward said they want the pillow too. All right, well the pillow's there for y'all to order. Let me see if I can put the link to the pillow. Specifically. I keep saying Pacific and specific. Ooh. All right, here's the link specifically to the pillow, since a lot of y'all like the pillow. Lay your head on my pillow. I'm not gonna sing that song. All right, don't forget the promo that will save you some money. Okay. All right, that will save you some money. All right, we appreciate your support. Like you said, we try to bring something different with a positive message as well. So the message says, spread love and be great. Okay. Last thing I want to say as we move into, well, we're going to take a brief commercial break. We'll be right back. And then we're going to get into Trezur Lane or Ostrich Lane. All right, we'll be right back. This is Brianna's boyfriend. In case you missed it, this is Brianna's boyfriend. He showed up on Bigo. All right, we'll be right back.
Baby, lock the door and turn the lights down low. Turn them back on, I fucking stub my toe.
Oh, hell no.
You know what? Let me do my prediction for the weekend. I think this weekend is gonna be this right here.
I don't always show my ass, but I got a little boy that think he finna play with me today, and he not.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a murderous weekend, y'all. I really do. I have a strong feeling that people gonna be lying and making up stuff to keep the entertainment going. Woo! All right. I don't love no Bree. Oh hell no to the no. Oh hell no to the no. Allegedly they saying Bree is on dating sites. Just like she tried to do ZT. Allegedly she's on dating sites and that's how she's able to find all these menses. So and they be using her house as a hotel for the night. So I don't know, but that's what the word on the street is. Because how in the hell did she find these men? You know? But that's the rumor out there. All right, let me get into the last thing of the night is Trezur Lane stop playing with the other side. Now I did peek in over there before all that debauchery or debauchery went on. But this is my message to Treasure Lane, Trashy Lane, want to do makeup lane, and wears women clothes while disrespecting women. Is stop playing with the other side. He has said some really nasty and vile stuff regarding some people who have passed away and some people who had medical ailments and stuff like that. Stop. I'm a big believer is don't play with the other side, right? Because they were once part of this world, this entity, and they do have a presence. I feel so. Be careful what you say regarding them because you can't see them, although their spirit may still be around. So although you may have been right in what you said about those people and what they did to you and stuff like that, just be careful what you say because that spirit, those words that you spoke into the atmosphere may have a way of boomerang back on you. And those words weren't pleasant at all. They were despicable, terrible, you know, and hurtful to those who had to suffer the loss of those people. Just be in, don't expect people to care when the same shit happens to you. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna leave that right there without getting into specifics. Cause that's something not to play with. That's some real shit. Although this is the land of the living, there's also spirits that resonate through our atmosphere. I truly do believe that. So that's what I gotta say about that. Because I thought it was despicable some of the things he said and things like that. And I know people have maybe talked about his ailments or wished death on him, but that's not an excuse. Go after the people who are living who wish death on you, but not those who passed on. That's what I gotta say regarding that. All right, y'all. That's my broadcast for tonight. I do appreciate y'all our participation and attendance. Like I asked, please feel free to thumbs up the live, and I appreciate you guys migrating over to this channel. If anybody wants to hit the link, feel free to come up and tell us what you think. Other than that, that's about it. That's my commentary. QB, you're gonna have to make that decision one day. And I'm not saying for you to break up with FiveBabe and all that other stuff. I'm sure you guys have shared many a good times. And we know that you had a deep thought process when you were faced with that situation with Tracy D and Demi did it. Because we knew when you played that song, like who do I run to? That you, because nobody, if you really didn't have a hard decision to make, you would not have selected that song. But you went where the opportunity was. And we don't fault you for that. But when is it going to be okay for you to move the way you want to move without her hindering you? Because let me say this, QB, I'm not hating on 5A, but do not think that she will not hinder your opportunity so that you don't outshine her. Okay? So, like I said, I'm not trying to cause no division, but many a times publicly, she's allowed a lot of shit to go on without her being considerate of your feelings like you would do her. Because some of the things you would never do her the way she has done you. Let me just say that. A lot of shit that you've immediately cut off that she has allowed. This is the first day that you allow people to actually express their feelings, even if it was, not in direct benefit or favor of 5A. So, you know, but like I said, it's a lot of other tangibles that we can't see, but that's how I feel. Oh, look who's here, y'all. Look who's here. Ooh, here we go. What's up, Limon? How you doing?
Yo, what's good? What's good? What's good?
I'm good. I'm good. Can't complain.
Can you hear me? Hold on. I can't hear nothing. Hold on, I'll come back in.
Okay. He is self-made, reality no script. He is self-made, but right now he's in a partnership that I don't think is mutually beneficial. Right? We want him to stay self-made. So it's hard to be a winner. There's a lot of pressure to be a winner because you have to maintain being a winner. Nobody likes to then become a loser. But right now, people are seeing him as a loser because of his direct association with, that lady. What's up, Lemon? How you doing?
What's good? What's good? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. Can you hear me?
All right, perfect. Yeah, I can hear you now. I was
Okay,
like, what the hell?
yeah. Hold on, Lemon, 1 second. We got Auntie Donna coming up. What's up, Auntie Donna? How you doing?
I'm wonderful. How you doing? Hi, Lemon.
Hey,
With your
Auntie Donna.
fine self.
How are you?
Mhm.
How are you?
I'm fine, but you can already see that. I just wanted to come up
Oh,
real
hold
quick.
on, Auntie Donna. Hold on. We got somebody else coming up.
Well, bring them on up.
They want to play a song for you. Here we go.
Okay.
Say what's now? I wanna tell ya, the freak come out.
All right, go ahead.
SK, so who would the freak be? You or Lemon?
You.
You don't know that? You don't know that.
You don't want to come out here with your fine self.
Sorry, I'm just playing with Lemon. He know that. I just came up to say I'm tired. It's been a long day.
Yes, it has.
And just to let everybody know, to the content creators and the mods, my troll is back out on the loose. This time they got it right. They got the right name with the right picture. Because I have 2 channels and they had the profile pictures mixed up before. So just be on the lookout. I just ask everybody to please tap to see if it comes back to my page or not. And that's about all. I mean,
Oh, wow.
I guess I'm a little bit more important than I thought I was, under the radar, but yeah, I guess not.
What is your troll page doing? Like, is it causing havoc or like?
Talking definitely not like how I talk. They're going around starting with people and being very nasty.
Wow.
Yeah, but it's okay. I mean, I guess I've made it. I don't know.
Yeah, you made it. When people are taking time to copy you, they definitely
Yes,
made it.
they had 2 because they got one with both my channels. But they ended up having, because the Auntie Donna Love, they had Auntie Donna Love Bug. And they had this profile picture on it at first. And on the Auntie Donna one, they had my Auntie Donna Love profile on it. But now they fixed it. I'm sitting up in the clouds and I'm looking. I'm like, did I hit something and drop down in the chat? So I had to drop down in the chat and say, could you delete that person? That's not me. And they was like, and I had strolled up to see what they were saying. I was like, now they should have known that wasn't me.
What were
Talking
they
like
saying?
that. Because I don't talk like that about people in a chat. I talk to them. I go over to my little old channel and I hit live and I say it in their face. I don't talk about people like that in chats. So yeah. So how you guys doing? What do you think, Lemon? Did you see what's going on today?
Yes, I've been following since all the shit kind of popped off. With today's live, like look, I listened, I was kind of like, uh where is it gonna go? Because he kind of made it seem like, oh, I'll tell y'all how I really feel at the end. And I'm more like, okay, like everybody else is gonna get how they feel out, and then we'll hear how he feel at the end. So I was more waiting for that moment than how everybody felt. Because in that moment when everybody was calling in trying to sway him to like leave FiveBabe, I'm like, come on now, like one, it's not gonna work. I don't think what was said was crazy, right? But it wasn't something that I thought would break their friendship up. And I
Oh,
feel like
really?
people were trying to like break their friendship up. And for me, I'd rather them be friends because I feel like them being friends kind of do play a part in the sector. So if they was to break up, it will fracture it in a way, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
But what did you think? I mean, looking at all this shit, like how did you feel looking at the live?
I was drained. I was trying to take care of business and listen at the same time. I mean, I was actually out and about and trying to listen at the same time. And it's draining to me. I'm lost for words myself because that type of hiccup of using that word for somebody
Yeah,
is no joke because it could stick with the person.
correct.
And as a person that was sitting back and watching, I didn't hear the lady say that about him. She said touch. She didn't say the R word. So when Fi said it on her platform, I was like, was, but she said she took it from somebody coming back, giving her that information. I'm like, come on now. That type of information should have been checked before coming out somebody's mouth. I just feel very uneasy about it. And I wish them luck. I mean, yeah, I wish them luck.
So let me get this straight. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so Tisa broke up with FiveBabe. She did her thing. She did her tour. She went to the platforms that, welcomed her, and she said what she said. Where did it go to QB being involved? Did this happen on another platform or something? Like, where did this
Yes,
conversation take
it
place?
happened. I don't want to be wrong because I know how they are up here, but I think it happened on Brianna's Bigo when Tisa said that. And it was just a straight question that Brianna asked her. And I forgot the question because I heard her say it. It's a lot. And Brianna asked one question, and that was the answer that Tisa gave. Oh, why did they
What?
go to why they didn't go to vacation? I mean, why they didn't go to court? And that was not for the court for them. It was the court for when they was going to go for Sean and Rita. Remember that?
Yeah, I do.
Lemon? Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And they wanted to they did let me do the bunny rabbit ears. Allegedly they did a Zoom, and Fi and announced that was the reason why, by what Tisa said, bunny rabbit ears allegedly, the reason why they didn't go on the court date, and they had sponsors that gave them money. And so I don't even want to repeat what Tisa said. You know what Tisa said was the reason why. And then it went back and forth. They tried to, I think Fi tried to say that that didn't happen on the Zoom. Yeah. But when Tisa said it over on Bigo, she did not use the R word. She used the word touched. And so, yeah,
Yeah,
it was
but
a
okay,
snowball effect from there.
right.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
That I don't believe that because it's like, so you're saying, or not you, they're saying that uh FiveBabe had a private Zoom and she expressed to the people in the Zoom like, I'm not going because QB touched, not the
No,
other word.
no, 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 no,
What?
no, 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 no. I'm not saying that. I'm saying FiveBabe had a Zoom with the sponsors. And she
Okay.
said, I think it was like about 15 people. I don't know if QB was in. I think QB was in there too, but I don't know. I'm not sure. Shit, fuck. I don't know.
Mm.
Oh, excuse my language. And that was, alleged that she had to take the daughter to the doctor on that date to be checked because somebody called the people and made those false allegations against QB.
Oh, that's crazy. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that makes more sense now because I was
Mm-hmm.
confused. I'm like, what the like, what does this have to do? Like, it just seemed like something crazy made up. So wow, she had so somebody basically set them up because if you think about it, that's not true. Even just hearing it, like, it doesn't sound plausible. Like, come on now, like, that's serious. Those are serious allegations, and I hate when people kind of put that on people. Uh, so who did it? I mean, like, I know nobody admitted to doing it, but
From what
has there
I
been
heard,
any kind of
she said everything checked out, and the little case was dropped. The case was dropped. That's by what she said. But yes.
wow,
Uh-huh.
wow.
It's just sad because when it comes to putting that type of stigma on somebody and dealing with a child, that's ugly.
Yeah, and not that not only that it's dealing with a child, but it's a lie, and you're making up a lie, and you're causing friction where there shouldn't be none. Like I get it, we don't like people, but never it should never go to that extent of creating lies like that. Because even saying it, come on now, like he didn't. I don't even rock with him like that, but I knew that shit was bogus when I heard it. Like I didn't even believe that at all,
I don't
not even
believe none
for
of
a
it.
little bit. Yeah.
No, I mean I don't believe none of it.
What do you mean? None of what? So much has happened. So like what? None of what?
I don't believe that she had to have her checked out or any of that. I don't believe none of it.
Oh, whoa.
There's some holes in the story. I hate to say it. I mean, it just is what it is. That's why I said God bless him.
Wow. This shit is crazy. Sir King, so what do you think about the way everything popped up between like her and Tisa? Like, how do you view it? Like, do you feel like the way Tisa sort of was correct, kind of like going to these different platforms, getting it off her chest about like the whole situation? Like, do you feel like she moved the right way?
Uh, well, the whole thing started with King Ramen Noodles, which was a complete disaster. Then moved over to Sean Bradley, and then it kept going. So I guess I don't know. It's weird. You don't understand why people are doing what they do, right? Not saying that she's doing anything wrong. I feel like she's has been disrespected, and she wants to get her truth out and to anybody that will listen. So and I said the other night that FiveBabe may have planned this, thinking that but it's gotten out of hand. Like she didn't expect this to happen. I think she thought that she could maybe cause this with Tisa and that people would care, right? Because that's one of her strongest supporters, and didn't make up with her months later. But I think it's gotten so out of hand, especially when Tisa was hurt. And Fabe said, "Oh, I'm sorry if you went through these losses and all this other stuff." I think that was really like the breaking point. But then again, I may be wrong. So, mm.
No, yeah, I definitely agree with you. It's crazy to watch. I do agree. I do feel like maybe she did want to call her out and kind of like she didn't expect it to get this big. I kind of expected it because the way like Pizarro was moving her pieces. Uh, it, I was just surprised FiveBabe took the bait and it made her call out Tisa and caused this whole division. And I kind of think that's the catalyst of where that rumor came from in regards to QB. But that's crazy, just based on her about to go to Be More for another situation that somebody calls somebody and put these allegations out about him. So she had to go to the doctors and all that shit is crazy.
I
Like,
don't, I
do you
don't,
believe it or
I don't know. First of all, I don't think I think QB's
First
innocent.
of all, Lemon, when they come in to check your child for allegations like that, they don't
Mhm.
make an appointment, baby. And I'm going back on mute.
Yeah, you don't make an appointment for something like that.
Oh,
You don't make an appointment. You go straight to the hospital because a rape kit has to be done and all that other stuff. Let me just say this real quick. I don't think QB did any of that. To be
same
honest,
here.
I don't think he did
I
any
agree.
of that.
Me
Yeah.
either.
Let me just take it one step further, right? If FiveBabe's daughter was ever put in a position, FiveBabe would be distraught. Okay, that's how I personally feel. To know that that's going on with your daughter, and then your daughter has to go because her daughter is young enough that her daughter could be traumatized by that. So to see her come back in the way in which she was around that time, I don't believe that. I don't believe that at all. Now, how the rumor got started and all that, I know, I don't know. I know Tisa put that out, or insinuated, or Brianna kind of fabricated, or was being facetious about it. I know how it got here, but how it actually happened in real time, I don't know. Because I did
So you mean to
wonder.
tell me
Hold on one second, because I did wonder when not 5-8, when QB took that long hiatus, he was gone for a couple of days.
yeah.
And everybody was wondering what happened to him. So that's the only timetable I could see that situation fitting in this, that scenario. So,
Oh.
mm, yeah.
But that's crazy. So you feel like in that time frame something could have popped off, like
Yeah, something
behind
happened.
the scenes
That's
where
how, yeah. Because he was gone unusually long. Because we was asking, is he okay? You know, so
Nah, yeah. And I was surprised by that because but kind of when people take an absence, I look at it like maybe you need just a little break because being on here all the time, back to back, it could get draining. You could take a week off and nothing's really going on, but you can still tie yourself into some bullshit because your absence is like very like noticeable. But when he was gone, I didn't think anything of it though. Like I was just like, oh, he's just not on YouTube.
well,
Uh,
you got to
But
remember it was around that court time.
actually, he was gone a little while before this even happened with Tisa.
oh,
If you
really?
think about it, yes.
I don't be tracking like that, so
Well,
I don't know.
I don't track like that. But when my computer is open, I'm nosy as hell because that's where I get my best notifications from my laptop. Okay, better than
No,
these
yeah,
phones, and so I can see when anybody I'm subscribed to,
no,
who I
yeah.
had
No, I didn't mean it like in a
who I
shady
had to
way.
hit them buttons and said uninterested, don't bring them back over this way.
Yeah.
I haven't done that, but it was, to me, it was a little while he wasn't live for, because I thought he was sick. Okay, I'm gonna tell you, he had been missing way back around a long while ago. Remember when Bless was missing and Bless was sick?
No, no, I
Do you,
don't.
SK, do you
Yeah, I
remember when
remember. I
Bless?
remember that.
Thank you. Around that time, he
Sorry.
was gone way back then too. Yes.
Yeah, and I didn't mean it in a shady way. I was just like,
No, baby.
I'm not
I didn't.
subscribed to him,
No, baby.
so
I didn't take it in a
I
shady
didn't.
way, baby.
Okay, I was
I
gonna say
just
yeah. I
needed
just
somebody.
didn't.
I just needed one other person to remember, you know, besides me, baby. That's all.
Yeah, I just didn't know that he uh was absent until people
Yeah,
sort of brought it up. You know what I mean? Because like
right.
I'm not subscribed, so I was like I wasn't checking, for nothing because nobody was speaking on none of his stories. So I'm clearly thought like, okay, he's not going live lately, and that was it in my head. So to hear all these crazy stories about like this whole situation, and then so let me ask y'all a question. So he does this live and the beef sector is waiting for him to address whatever, right? Because I
Mm-hmm.
guess people from all over was in his chat, they called in, they super chatted. I don't know, I didn't see the whole beginning. um what was said that they thought that he should separate from FiveBabe? Like what did she say that was so bad that made
Okay.
the public want
Mm-hmm.
separation between them two and for him to make this move? Like what happened?
Okay. Well, let me ask you one question before I answer that.
Mhm.
Did you hear uh, Did you hear the little part of the 5-day Zoom leak?
No, I didn't. No.
Okay. Okay. In
What
that,
happened?
in that, which was the recent one she just did, a lot of people, a lot of her supporters was like telling her, think about, oh, let me go back. I'm talking too fast. She did a live, and when she reported on what Tisa was talking about, instead of her using the word touched, she used the R. FiveBabe used the R word in talking about what Tisa said about QB.
Right. But
Okay.
it's the same thing though. Like if you touch a minor in that manner,
No, that's
are
not
they
the same. It's not the
No,
same thing. It's not the
no.
same
I
thing.
mean, yeah, nah,
It,
yeah,
I mean,
it's
it
not,
means.
but
I
It's
mean,
not.
it could mean the same, but it
yeah.
smudges your name more when you use the R or the M word. You know
Okay,
what I'm saying?
okay, okay.
It,
Fair.
it,
That's
it,
fair.
it, it's, you wouldn't want it attached to your name.
No, I agree.
Okay,
I
you
agree.
feel me? And you're a man. Okay.
Yeah.
So when they did a Zoom, uh, a lot of the supporters was like, uh, well, I heard that he was saying he was in a Zoom and they both were upset. And this is another thing that Tisa said over in another Bigo, I think. And she was saying that they both were upset. No, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm had a long day. That was the other one. But somebody help me in the chat. They was upset, and he was saying she need to clean it up from where she did the video. okay, and said the R word and doing the
Okay.
commentary.
Okay.
And so
Okay.
even the people in the Zoom was saying, yeah, Fire, you got to understand, you know what? And she was like trying to tell them, okay, hold on, all y'all talking at once, one thing at a time. And it was kind of like she was like, she felt like it's her and her daughter that she don't have to come out on YouTube and clear it up. And they were trying to say, are you understanding, even though it's you and your daughter, it's the allegations are against him. So she came out,
Yeah.
she did a live, and in the 15-minute live, she maybe spoke 30 to 60 seconds about the apology. I mean, she just spoke on it. She didn't give no names. She just say in her commentary, she used the R word, and she didn't do her research, or she got the wrong information that is not what the R word was not used. She put no names attached to it. And then she said, if I hurt anybody, I apologize. I'm sorry, or whatever. Something like that. Real quick. And then she went on playing in the snow.
Oh. Oh wow. Wow. Okay. And
So a
so
lot of people was wait. A
what
lot of
happened? Did
people were
he?
waiting on. A lot of people were waiting on him and his response to like, "Yo, are you gonna stay with this person, or is you gonna finally, move on or whatever?" But yeah, he he had his. He said what he said. He let the people express themselves. SK went up twice, and then he gave a quick closing
Yo,
remark and a
dead
song.
ass. I didn't see Sir King go up there not once because I don't know where I saw it live, but from where I saw, he was never there. So I'm like, why the fuck is the angle like keep touching on Sir King? Like, why
Because I
are people
called in. I called
It
in.
was a call in. So it wasn't
right?
like you could see it up on the stream yard. You probably, but you would have seen his
Oh,
picture. It was call in.
and yeah, because he got this weird live like FiveBabe and them doing it kind of like how Claude Diva do it, like kind of where you come in, you can't rewind, you can't wherever it is, that's where the fuck it is. Like I can't go backwards and see like what happened until the live is over.
And why are they
Uh,
doing that? That you can't rewind it? That's like kind of weird. I don't
Cause
understand.
that make you
ZX told her about it and she been hooked ever since.
no, ZX didn't. They learned that from Tommy Sotomayor. Tommy
Nah,
Sotomayor was one of the first
she
ones.
even tried to say it around the time when she was fucking with him.
Oh,
Like,
she
yeah,
did?
they taught me.
Oh,
Yeah, she
okay.
was like, they taught me this new way where we can. I'm like, Claude Diva been doing that shit because when I
But
used to watch
why
her lives,
though?
I'm like,
But
I
why?
don't know. It
That's
makes you watch it. You can't rewind. You just got to watch it from where it's at.
a view is a
So I
view.
never saw you.
So it's just it's weird. That's weird. To me, that just causes people to click off because if everybody's talking about a moment and that moment's passed, I'm clicking off. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I don't know.
So what made you call in? Like what kind of like uh got your gears going to sort of chime in and
Because I'm tired of seeing him being done wrong by her, but he would never do her. He would never do
but
those
in
kind of things to
what
her.
way was he done wrong? Like in
Well, the
what
one
way? Like
where FiveBabe sat up there and told him to apologize to Leo the Lioness in front of everybody.
I thought that was D Ramsey he had to apologize to.
Well, one of them, you get them mixed up. They both got tentacles in their head. One of them. Either way, it should have never
Did y'all hear
happened.
static? Did y'all hear static? Because I hear static.
No, we don't
send
hear
And
it,
I'm
but
nothing.
asking
not
people in the
not
chat too, but I'm going back on mute. I get, I smoke, but still, I get most right and I get wrong. Okay.
yeah. I feel you, Auntie Donna. But I don't feel like okay, you said that you were tired of him, being done wrong. I feel like QB is older. Can't nobody really do you wrong. They only could do what you allow, right?
That's
So I
not
don't really
true. That's not true in this situation though, because let me gotta understand. Like he may feel that he's only getting this opportunity with the show because of FiveBabe. You know what I mean? What I'm trying to say, Lemon, is I'm tired of her always putting him on blast, right? Will he be able to sit up there and say he wanted to leave the show without her coming back and saying, "Well, you messed up the business relationship," but she can go and say that she want to separate herself from the show without without any regard to how that may impact him?
But
I
my
think,
thing is, do you feel like they had a discussion behind the scenes about like how they was gonna move as far as the show in regards? Because to me, if you hang out with a person in real life, I feel like you talk on the phone, there's communication, text messages, whatever. Do you feel? I feel like he was on board. He knew what she was gonna do. This was not like a she pulled the wild card and he left because she. I feel like he knew what she was gonna do. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but what I'm saying is she don't have the same consideration that he has for her. And the whole thing that now that we got with this R word, whatever it's called, word again,
yeah.
once
Hmm.
again, she should never made a lie playing with that word. She'd be like, stop lying on QB. You see what I'm saying? Like,
Excuse me, SK. Chocolate Cocoa, 85. If I'm not mistaken, it was over on Bigo, on Breeze Bigo, but I think the best place I heard it at was on some, I don't even know who this is, but it's petty underscore queen princess. Let me look it up for you on another device. But that's where the clearest part of it is at that I found. But I'm going back on mute. I'll find it for you, sweetheart.
Yeah, and I feel you, Sir King, but I'm at the point of like I understand the public view, like they're like, oh, I want this for QB, and he needs to be done better, and
Got it.
he's this and he's that.
It's
Go
petty
ahead, Auntie.
underscore princess. Okay. Okay, baby. I apologize, Lemon. Going back on
No,
mute.
you're good. You're good. Yeah, so I don't really want to hold like a pity party, like, oh, he should wake up and tap into his sixth sense and be like, she's no good and thrive and just be independent. I feel like um it's what he wants, right? We're just outsiders looking in, like I told you earlier. So I don't really expect what I think the public expect. I didn't expect him to cut FiveBabe off or go his separate ways, or even though he kind of alluded.
I never,
Not you saying that, but I'm just
yeah.
saying like because I'm going general off what I saw because where his live made me watch a lot of people were angry and they wanted him to sort of do his own thing like, oh, I support you, but I think you should do your own thing, like you're funny, you're this, you're that. I don't like the buts. It's like I like you, but because you fuck with this person, I don't really fuck with you fully, but if you cut this person off, you'll have my full support, and that's a gamble. You know what I mean? Because the moment you don't entertain their likings or you do something to piss them off, they're gone. And then you lost a friend and now you have to pick up the pieces. So
But I mean, so he should just keep riding on FiveBabe's coattails because that's what it seems like.
I
Like,
wouldn't say ride or coattail because I think they're more than just YouTube friends. I don't just look at them as content creators on YouTube. I look at them as content creators on YouTube and people who actually kick it in real life. Like I generally see them like kicking it and going to each other houses and events. And I think that does play a strong part into their friendship that we don't see. You know what I mean? Like we see their YouTube shit and we can commentate on what we see, but I feel like there's more we don't see. And that's what kind of keeps them um as friends because we don't see
Right,
everything.
Molly Maybach.
You know what I
I
Correct.
mean?
don't think
They
So
they're
took it to
friends.
another dark level.
Yeah, I think he had a hard time choosing between Tracy D and her. Only reason he chose
okay.
FiveBabe because FiveBabe could provide him more opportunities than Tracy D, and Demi
Okay,
did.
so when he did his own thing, and let's say he went with FiveBabe, why did Tracy D started saying all these horrible things? Like I feel like if you generally fuck with somebody and they made a decision that you might not like, you don't all of a sudden like bring out all these horrible things about this individual. That means you've been waiting. You have a loaded gun for me.
Lemon,
Yeah.
Lemon, can I ask you something, sweetheart? Were you around
Yep.
back then?
Around what time?
So you
Oh, what
during the
time are you
5A and
asking me?
Tracy D. I'm
Of
talking about the
course, yeah.
5A and Tracy D fallout.
Yeah, of
So,
course.
oh, okay. All right.
I was here, of course, yeah.
Yeah, he was
When I
here.
was here
He
when
was
I
here.
was here, they were actually friends. Like she was still moderating, the daughter was still
No,
moderating. Like,
I'm
yeah,
talking about
all
the fallout.
I know, but I'm saying I've seen it since they've been moderating for her. So I saw the fallout because I was there around that time.
Okay.
Like they were cool on that level. Um,
Okay.
yeah, I saw the fallout. It was crazy. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't know what to believe though, because when they
Right.
talked about the fallout, they were saying she met at court. I wasn't around that time. You know what I mean? Like the whole
Mhm.
FiveBabe and Tracy D friendship emerging from some court date or whatever. I wasn't around at that time. No, I wasn't.
Okay, I was around at that time. Now I
Oh
wasn't
wow,
around as far back as when she used to Fi used to sit on a porch. I think I started watching her around the
a
time she
porch.
was. I mean, the little patio, whatever the thing is, balcony. I apologize, balcony. And I haven't been smoking in the past couple of hours, so this is just me very tired, y'all. Okay, I haven't
Okay.
had a little cocktail or nothing. This is just me tired, and I apologize. But the little balcony thing by her house, I wasn't back that far because as far as what people say, that's when she first started out being on the balcony. I when I first started watching her, she used to be sitting at her kitchen table and you could see the sun come up. And I never forget it. She was sitting there and she had a new doobie. Her hair was newly done and it was bouncing everywhere. She had a white shirt on. And she sung a gospel song and it went clean through me. You hear me? And
Hmm.
I had started watching her from there. Yeah. Like what I'm trying to say is I wasn't in the beginning of when she came out, but I did catch kind of I don't know how where that's at, but I've been watching for a long time.
Yeah, if you've been around that era, from what I've been told, that's kind of like the early eras of where people actually really liked her and was more fond of her content. I wasn't around like, yeah.
She used to drink her coffee, sing gospel songs, and you'll see the daughter get up and she'd be like ready to get off the live because she's about to get the daughter ready for school. Yeah, it was real different back there. I'm gonna say she was a very different person back then. Yeah.
So let me ask y'all a question. With this live that QB did today, right? What did y'all expect going into it? Did y'all expect the separation? Did y'all what was you expecting, or if not expecting, what didn't happen that you thought what would happen? Like did you guys expect the fallout? Like going into this whole situation, like how did y'all look at it?
SK, you go first because I'm just like,
I don't know. I mean, you never know with those two. Like I said, if I feel that they were not locally together, this it would have been the QB would have been showing more. I won't say strength, but more decisiveness in doing what he wants to do. I think
Yeah,
he always got to be okay. How is this going to affect FiveBabe and Babe Nation? I don't think he does his own thing out of independence, and I don't know what's going to cause him. Like you almost saw that separation when she allowed her brother to say those disparaging things about those in the LGBT community.
yeah,
That was the one time when he's about okay, enough is enough. I'm tired of you playing in my face. So he's giving her
yeah.
a lot of chances. So
I agree. I definitely
now
agree.
now
He
me
has.
myself, I thought he was gonna address more about the R word being put into the commentary, but evidently I don't think he touched on that. He just touched mostly on like what everybody think he should do and he's gonna do what he want to do. But I noticed that excuse me, I noticed that he was very strong in saying where the name Renababes came from, and I was over there at that time, so I knew about that when the two names joined together or whatever.
Yeah.
And I noticed that he was very strong in talking about he's his own brand, he's a renegade. And then I noticed when she came up and she was fussing, she made sure she said she's Babe Nation. So maybe it's
Oh,
something to it. Maybe it's not. Maybe they're still going to be working together, but maybe that Renegade might be out the window as far as that title and name. We'll have to see.
I mean, listen, it's not a bad name. It is what it is. It's a joint uh thing or whatever. But I
That's
was
what
kind
I'm
of taken
saying. The
aback.
joint
Yeah,
thing. That's what I'm saying. That not let's not think about the name. Let's think about what
yeah,
goes with the name.
yeah,
Which they share either way. they share kind of the same supporters.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and then that makes it so
But
hard for the supporters that if they would have fell out, it just would have been like a hot mess. So
yeah.
I don't know.
But I was more taken aback because I was all like, he says like the Renegades or he said Babe Nation is Babe Nation, like, and his shit is his shit, which is, facts. But he was all like, when he did something with FiveBabe, it was like a collaboration, and then he like gave his opinion, then he played some song and he left us on like a cliffhanger, and I'm more like, so you play a song that says like he was like, yeah, the Renegades is the Renegades, and we're not attached to Babe Nation and stuff like that. Then he plays a song. I'm all like, that's it. Like I didn't know where to go with that. You know what I'm saying? Like I was all like,
I was like, you kept us in this live all this time for that?
yo, I was so pissed. I was
in the grocery store about to knock over everything on the goddamn shelf. I said, no, Donna, no, Donna, no, Donna. Not that I was expecting him to break it off, because they do have something different than a lot of people on YouTube. They've met in real life. They meet often. They live in the same town. That's a different kind of bond or whatever.
Yeah.
I know I can't meet SK, but I do have plans to meet Read the Heart of Philadelphia and Tita. But the freaking what we going through right now, having to wear these masks happen. So I would have met both of them by now. But yes. So I that to me, I'm very I don't break
I
bread
feel
with
gooped.
everybody. You understand what I'm saying? So once I break bread with you and I done brought you in my fold and I done introduced you to my family, I've been introduced to your family, that's a different level for me. And I don't play with that level, but I have to understand this is me living in the real life and this is YouTube. These people up here, not just talking about them, I'm going to talk about all of them. They play games. To them, some of this stuff ain't real. This is just a show. They see some of this as like a outlet of them, like they're in a movie or a talk show or something like that. That's why I don't do too much on my channel, because I can't separate the two. Because if you say to me, I'm gonna kick your butt, I'm gonna hold you to that, because I feel like now you're talking about harming me. I can't separate it that you're saying it up on YouTube and you're possibly in character. No. I don't play that. So that's a cop out and a suck away from me. No, when you say it, mean it, or don't say it. I don't care if we're on YouTube or if we right outside my house. I'm still gonna take it the same way.
Yeah, I agree. I just
But
felt
they
like
don't
with
do that. A
him,
lot of them are not like that up here.
yeah, he kind of like played with the situation because I took the story as very serious, and I know a lot of people like, well, his tone or his demeanor isn't giving off a person who like is being accused of all these crazy things, and he's not kind of handling it in that manner. So I felt like when he was like, I'm gonna let the people kind of sound off first and then I'll get my moment. So when he was
Right.
like, y'all, is it finally my moment, can I finally speak and
Right.
stuff like that, and I'm all like, okay, he finished tell me something I need to hear. Like I wasn't expecting like I'm finna separate from FiveBabe. I was expecting just something like what meaning, and I felt like he said like something very cryptic, and then he played a song and he left, and I was like, what the fuck? I sat through this bullshit
I'm sorry.
wherever
I'm not
it allowed
laughing.
me.
I'm not laughing at what he did. I'm laughing at what I was doing at the time when I heard it. I was like, I'm getting ready to knock all these cupcake and cookies on the damn floor. But I was like, now that we're talking about it, I feel like maybe he had that time to think everything through, and maybe that's why he wasn't so rah 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 at the end of the, because he was a little bit more rah 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 in certain parts
But
in the
I didn't
beginning
need
of the
rah
live.
rah rah. I didn't need rah rah rah. All I needed was you made it seem like you needed a
Hi,
moment at the
Wisdom.
end, and I felt like, okay, that you finally got your moment and you didn't really do anything with that moment. It was kind of like it was a build up, but then it was like for nothing because you didn't really reveal nothing besides you're not a part of Babe Nation and your squad is your squad, her squad. We understand that already. And then you play the song. So I felt like I didn't really get nothing at the end. I was kind of like, oh, well, okay.
Some of them callers was taking me out. I
Hey,
mean,
the
people in the
callers.
grocery store was looking at me. I mean, I was buzzing. I was like, oh my God, did they
Hey,
say
Sir King,
something?
did you hear the caller that called in that said, I think all of y'all are playing in our face. I think all y'all fake. Y'all doing this for like a new show lineup and they she came up with this weird ass like her own like take on the situation. It made no sense, but the shit was funny. So I think all y'all fake. Like
No,
the
did you hear the one that called in and said, like, I don't know word for word, but like, QB, just sit back, relax, and just take all Babe Nation money. I was like, oh,
yeah, the Jamaican lady. She was like the
oh
Jamaican
no,
lady
she
or something.
didn't.
But that didn't make sense. It's like, oh, you're a mastermind, or I love your tactics. Stick with Babe Nation, but just
She was
drain
being
all their money.
sarcastic. She was being sarcastic and taking a jab at them. Really, that's how I seen it. But hey, it is what it is. I wish them well, whatever it is. I hope this
So
don't go no further because now I'm hearing
it's
word
not
on the. Listen, baby, have you been out here? I have, and I've been
semi.
hearing people throw little hints like, if y'all made this up and it's not true, it's about to be true, and I'm about to leave it like that.
What?
Mm,
What is
what
it?
part of
Wait, repeat
what
that.
part of what I
Repeat the
said?
whole.
Yeah,
Repeat the whole thing. Like what?
What you say, Sir King?
you gotta listen to what she said again, Lemon.
Okay, I will
Okay.
repeat myself.
Hmm.
Word, little how we say little bird drops or
Hmm. Birdie.
silent cryptids little things go
Hmm.
around. Remember, you know how Auntie tell you to watch for the little stuff that's not straight. Um it was said that if they was lying about this whole thing and it didn't happen, it's about to happen. About the calls and all that stuff. I hope not. I hope
The
they
well,
leave it alone.
that's
It
whack.
opened up a can of worms,
That's
sort of.
that's you lost. If you're at a point in your life where you're doing or you're moving that way, you
Exactly.
lost.
I,
You
I, I don't,
lost. This
I
is
don't, I
YouTube.
don't
I
think.
get it. I
You're
get
right. I don't
FiveBabe is
think
annoying.
if you're angry
Yeah,
with somebody, don't play with their child in their home.
yeah.
That's gonna look now. I know some of these people do take things off of YouTube, but that
Including FiveBabe, so we
I
don't
don't
want to
want to
make it
talk too
seem like
much.
she,
But I used to do some work, and I know how kids in the system. You don't want your children in the system or having to go through any of that at all. The testing, the questioning, none of that.
Yeah, but you gotta understand, all this really popped off. I keep trying to tell people there was a duration of 2 to 3 weeks when all the focus was on Pizarro, and Bobby wasn't getting those numbers, right? So I
Right.
feel like this was a desperate attempt to get her name back out there again. It's just too coincidental. This is so
Mm,
extreme, you
mm.
know?
Go ahead, boo. Go. I hear now. You know I hear you, right?
Yeah, it's just interesting. So
Mm.
yeah. I think that's Sir King. That's why I was surprised when I was watching a live. I think when um a person did super chat bringing you up, I was like, huh, did I miss something in his commentary that made it, I didn't know, I wasn't aware based on how he set up his live. It doesn't allow us to rewind until the live is over. So where I jumped in at was like maybe mid, because the rest I watched, you weren't there, so clearly I missed your whole segment. But by the time I did jump in, um Uzad super chat and was talking shit like, oh, he da where was all the concern that he can't get 70 people in his chat. He sent some long ass scripted message. I'm not sure how much money he sent, but he was talking shit. I was like, where did this come from? Like, what the fuck? Like but now it makes
Can I?
sense because you were on the live. Go ahead, Auntie.
Okay. Can I say something? I wouldn't care if Well, and I'm quite sure SK would care, but I wouldn't care if I'm the only one up in this chat. I'm the one that need to hear it, okay? Because if you look at the way people chats are ran around here because of the sector that we in, if they have 1,000 in the chat, maybe 250 to 300 are really their supporters, and all the rest are haters waiting to see them slip up
Ooh.
or be able to watch them so they can go do commentary. That's just the way it is. Think about it. When you see these rooms filled with over 1,000, how many you think them 1,000 is that content creator at that time real supporters? Very small number compared to the ones that don't like them, that are watching to be nosy and to watch them F up so they can go run and do commentary on it. Look at this whole sector. Everybody talks about each other in this sector.
I totally agree. I totally agree with you. So that's what I'm saying. When they came at me today, it was like, oh, when did you care? It's like, I don't really have an issue, but in order to provide entertainment, we have to entertain the bullshit. Me sitting over there trying to hold hands with QB is not going to get y'all what y'all want. So he could miss me with that. When did you care about Q? It's like he wanted more debauchery or evilness to continue. So
Yeah, I'm not saying that he can't stand on his own. What I'm saying is I feel like he's comfortable. He feel like, listen, if I fall out with FiveBabe, what's next? I know a lot of people said they would then support him and stuff like that, but I think it's more of a gamble because, you know, the
but he's getting
the sup-
caught up in her fuck shit.
Mhm.
So those who dislike her are immediately, disliking him.
Yeah.
She's saying so he's
Facts.
hurting himself when he doesn't have to.
Okay, so what move would he do? What would be the best move to basically disassociate himself with Babe Nation and be like a solo act and not sort of link up with her?
I say still support her, but you don't need to be her co-signer when she does some effed up stuff. Because as soon as she does some effed up stuff and she starts getting attacked by people who are making legitimate arguments, here he comes saying that's my FiveBabe, my queen, and all this other stuff. And people are like, really, dude? Really? Like you don't have to co-sign her because what she's doing is wrong. But when it's come time for her to co-sign on you, for you, she's nowhere to be found unless it benefits her.
Oh,
So
And that's practically what SK said when he went up there. I was like, ooh, ooh.
yeah, because I was taken aback. I was all like, okay, so what happened? Like, why are they like, why is he super chatting? Like, what's going on? Like, did I miss something? But I guess apparently it happened during his live. I just wasn't able to see, your interactions with him. How did he take your call? Did he just allow you to kind of speak and just be like,
He
okay,
let
Sir King, da
everybody
da da?
speak, baby. It didn't
No,
matter if
because
it was,
sometimes you
yeah.
can respond
It
snappy,
wasn't. It
like you can
wasn't.
be.
Yeah. It wasn't like his regular shows. This was like open to everybody, even in the chat. They were letting them bang out. Everybody.
Yeah.
He was listening and letting everybody say what they wanted to say. Rather, SK, you don't have no M's in here, and we got these people up in here. Thank you.
So would you say that when Sir King said what he said, when he called in or whatever, QB kind of received it as like he just allowed him to kind of like drop the mic without kind of being combative? It was pretty much like he let Sir King sound off, and then that's what it was.
yeah, that's how it was. That's how it was.
Okay,
Mhm.
that's cool. It was fair. Okay.
Yeah.
So was he mad that in the Zoom that FiveBabe or somebody said it was something that they said that he can't read? Um, like because that moment was brought up. They was like, yeah, and she was saying you can't read and stuff like that. Like, where did that come from? Like, who? How
Well,
do we get there?
that came from Tisa saying that, right? She
She
said two.
wasn't the first one that said that though, but
Okay, but
I'm going.
this is the thing I want to know because Tisa said this that she wanted FiveBabe wanted QB to stop coming over to do the state of the sector, or whatever. And she told if FiveBabe told Tisa this, And as soon as
Oh,
she told,
excuse me.
as soon as she told Tisa this, QB started doing the state of the set at his place with her doing the same segment at her place, but at different places. So that was very interesting.
Oh, you mean because I'm not sure, y'all, but didn't they used to do it in the beginning and they own
Together.
places, but on StreamYard, but then there was some that they would be at her house?
Yeah, it was both. It was
Like I'm
at
gonna
her
tell you
together and then at
when they
home.
first started doing that, it was used to that live used to be so long to I used to skip over and get the clip notes from somebody else. Allegedly, what's allegedly JLC 87 Productions? What's allegedly, baby? Because you want me to throw that out? I don't think I got an allegedly in my phone,
Well, he
but
said he can't. He said what he said today. Oh, I could count better than I could read. He said that today. I was like, oh, you taking a shot at yourself?
We know that. We're not gonna hold you on that. We believe it. Um, if it was brought up that he about his reading level or his skills, his ability to read stuff, um, it is what it is. If he think he can read or his audience think he can read, cool. If the public think that he stutters, skips, and need a little bit of help, cool.
I think he could read. He just don't read
I
as
think he's all
like
right. I think he's country
with the
bumpkin.
flow of somebody that can speak well, like like somebody that could do a voiceover reading something like this, like that. That you know. Hell, I know I could read
I
somebody,
don't.
but let me stop. Okay.
Yeah, so I think
I
with the
heard you,
whole,
SK. I'm gonna be nice. I heard
I,
you grunt a little bit.
I was kind of confused with the FiveBabe one when you were mentioned on FiveBabe's channel
I
today.
didn't see that. I
Uh,
don't know in what
Oh, I
capacity I
didn't
was
watch her
listening.
live today.
I can't
It was
tell
too
y'all
many.
where
It was too
she,
much going on.
it was a lot. I'll tell y'all off camera because I'm not gonna tell them what's going on. But
Okay, baby.
yeah. So when I saw her thing, I jump in and I'm all like, oh shit, she was going in on you. I can't
But
tell you.
saying what though? Like, I just would love to know what she said. That I spoke the truth.
I heard it once. I'm like a person that need to hear like multiple times
Oh
because if
Lord.
I'm going to quote you, I need to know what you
Well, give
said.
us
It
a
was
summary.
bad.
Give us a
It was
summary
like a
of
summary, like,
what you
well,
think she
Sir
said.
King, talking all this shit, and he all concerned, and he can't get 60 or 70 people in the
Oh
shoot.
my
It was
God.
like it
Okay.
was like a rebuttal of what
Hey,
happened in QB
You
shit. She
can't
was
get
all like,
60 or 70, but
hey,
you over there got,
hey,
got yourself in a
hey,
whole legal situation having to
hey.
use a public defender. I would take
What?
60 any day. Okay, I would take 60 any day. Decide without having to go and worry about if I got a bench warrant out about me, because I missed court.
Hmm?
See what 1.3 got you. Okay, with a court case.
yeah,
Oh,
she threw
honey,
some
me in
weight
court nor
jokes.
jail don't get along. Y'all can have
Mhm.
that.
Yeah, she threw
Stay
some
right
weight
here with
jokes in
me and
there.
my
I can't
babies and my
tell you
boo.
the weight jokes, but I just know she said something like "you fat."
Well, she
Da, da,
getting
da,
big
da,
every day. Imagine
pudding.
that big ass butterfly on her butt. It's trying to say "free me." Okay,
I'm
what?
not touching that. I'm not touching that.
That's
No,
right.
I'm
Drop it.
not
Just
touching that.
drop it. That's right, Auntie
Honey,
Donna. Don't
I don't
catch
have
it.
no tattoos, baby. I
I
don't
didn't
have
say
not
you. I
one.
said big old.
No,
Oh,
I'm just
hello,
telling you, so
JLC. Hey,
I don't know.
Hey,
JLC
Hey,
87.
JLC
How you doing?
JLC, that's my
87
blogs.
Productions.
That's my blog, sister, y'all.
Hey y'all. Hey everybody.
We are two
I
of the four originals that came out of the house of Jay Wilson. The first ones to come out of the house of Jay Wilson was me, JLC, QB, and Lady P. The rest followed behind. Now that didn't have nothing to do with the rent of what is the other people? The Rider Lives. That was a whole different part. I failed because I'll talk about that some other time. I failed the course because I didn't stay consistent in my videos, and I don't know how to separate the real from YouTube. So yeah. Hi, GLC.
Hey, how y'all doing? What I was saying, what I meant by that allegedly is like they says it's three sides to every story.
Yes, ma'am.
A, B, and in the middle is the truth. So unless she can produce a recording with this woman saying QB can't read, I mean, everything
It's
is alleged.
hearsay. Oh, I get you.
Eventually, all this shit is gonna come out because it always do.
Yeah.
Always, the truth is undefeated.
I concur.
But and when QB said that about I can't, it was basically. I think he was being sarcastic, like, okay, I can't read, but as long as I can count, referring to count money, because I tell anybody that. I'm just saying, it's how y'all think it's been a bunch of people that went through this life illiterate as fuck, but they know how to count that money.
Yeah.
Excuse my language.
But can they count when it's taken away from them?
Yeah.
Or can they
I'm
read?
not.
Can they read
Numbers.
when it's taken? Can
What
they read when it's
you
taken away from them?
can I can't even say the word, but you can make words say whatever. Numbers don't lie.
But contracts do.
I'm just saying.
Right. That's how they took R.
But
Kelly money.
this whole thing is sick.
It is sick.
This is just sick. I
It
was
is.
Yes.
over on the what's that app? The Tito's, or whatever that shit is over there.
Bigo?
Did she say keto?
Bigo.
Bigo?
Did she say
Hello.
keto? I think she said keto.
That
Hello?
is
AOC.
Stockholm syndrome. I'm sorry, it is.
Your thing
Who?
dropped, baby. But yeah, we can hear you now, sweetie. You talking about
Repeat
Bigo?
that.
What happened?
Ooh, why you
Yeah,
say
that
Brianna got
app
to
that
go keto
everybody
on
is on
Bigo?
now. I
Oh,
don't know why
stereo. Oh,
my
okay,
sound is so
stereo.
low, but over there on that Vigo, whatever that shit is over there.
Oh Lord, she said Brianna got to go on a keto diet on Bigo. Lord have mercy.
No,
Oh
she
Lord.
did. Stop, SK. Don't do that. Go ahead, JLC. Don't pay SK
But
no
anyway,
attention.
the people was over there talking about how much they hated Fire, and one sentence, and the next sentence could tell you everything this woman did. I'm like, that's Stockholm syndrome. I'm sorry, it is. If I don't mess with you, I can't. It's folks on here that I done fell out with. I can't bit more tell you what they doing because I don't watch them like that.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
But you know what? It's a conundrum, right? Because you don't want to watch, but you have to watch it in order to accurately know what's going on and connect the dots. So it's kind of like you stuck, you know.
So basically, you just backed up what I've been saying for you for since I've been on here. Where you watch somebody because you need to watch them to have content.
Not to have content, but to accurately describe what's going on. I can't say that Lemon's got a green hat when he really got a red hat because I choose not to watch.
I'm sorry, but if I'm not feeling somebody the way these folks proclaim and testify from the mountaintop that they can't stand her, I wouldn't be able to tell you if he had a hat at all.
Yeah, I get it because I'm the same way. When kind of like this is, I'm gonna be real with you. When I was on, I hit QB panel and I was finna go up there just to say something really quick and jump down because I don't really hit panels. And he gave us this lecture and we got into it when I finally was up there. I stopped watching him like that. Like I unsubscribe. I sort of, so I feel you with the, if you don't fuck with them, like you don't watch. And I think we kind of move, you kind of move the way I do. Like if we don't really fuck with that person no more, we don't really watch them. And but
Right.
Sir King makes the point of we're not watching because we're supporting, we're watching to stay abreast of what's going on, to get actual and factual news
If
of
you're
what actually
watching,
happened, you know. Yeah.
mhm, but if you're watching, you're giving them viewership and traffic to their platform. And if I,
Can I ask you something?
mhm,
How do you feel about what I said about you have a room of 1,000 and the percentage of who is actually there being your supporter and who's there being nosy and your haters? How do you feel about what I said about that?
I agree with
If you
that.
don't mind me. Okay, thank you.
I agree with that
Did you hear that, Lemon?
because
Like,
you have, okay, like today,
Yes,
QB
I heard
had,
it.
I think he had
go
got
ahead,
up to
baby.
1.3K, and it was
Yeah.
only maybe, I'm gonna say 300 people participating in the chat.
Whoa.
From what I see, it won 1,000, it won 1.3K talking
Which
People in
chat?
the
and
chat.
typing in the chat.
Which chat you talking about, baby?
The one
His
he
chat.
did today.
Oh, that well, that might be because it was also for you had to be subscribed to him and you couldn't red ball back. And like you say, most of them was in there being nosy and was on the phone line to talk they mess.
Exactly. But if you, they said curiosity killed the cat. If you don't deal with, I guess I'm just different because I'm like that in real
It's
life.
okay to be different. I'm
If
different
I
too,
don't mess
baby.
with you,
Yeah, definitely.
I don't mess with you. I can't tell. No, somebody asked me about you. I don't know. I don't
Right.
know. It's
Right.
folks
I
that I
tell them
have
go
been
ask
close with
you.
for over 20 years. We fell out. I can't even tell you their birthday now because I don't. It's like
Wait a
the
minute. Repeat
extra
that
sketch,
again. What did you say?
huh?
What you say?
I said I'm like that in my real life. I've had people that we had known each other for over 20 years. We fell out. I can't bit more tell you nothing about them. I can't even remember their birthday.
Are you
What's your
related to
sign?
Dovey? Are you
What's your
related to Dovey?
sign?
Huh?
What
Are
is
you
your
related to
sign?
Dovey?
No, I'm not related. I'm an Aries, baby.
Oh, child.
What they gotta do? Oh,
It's like I control, alt, delete, and clear out that space in my mental.
I feel you. I'm with you.
Why I
I'm
asked
with you.
because I'm a Sagittarius and I'm the type sweet person. But when you rub me the wrong way and that light switch clicks, game over. And it depends on the situation and the person. It takes me longer to forgive. For I might forgive you in a distance of time, but I'm not never gonna forget. I'm not gonna give you
Yeah,
a
now.
chance. I'm not gonna give you a chance to burn me again. But in some cases, yeah, I ain't never. I got one case. I ain't never forgave this person.
Right. Now,
I don't even
because
allow my family. They're not even allowed to say the name around me, and they know better.
well, you know what? We're gonna say the name of somebody else who's coming to the stage.
Come on.
Former member of, how you doing?
Hey, everybody.
Hey, Jesus, take the wheel.
Hey,
How you doing?
former member of
Jesus,
dot
take
dot
the
dot
wheel.
dot 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 dot.
I
Who
know what it is. Ooh,
who's that? I
Hmm?
know it's
take the
Jesus take
wheel.
the wheel. I know, but who is the former member of what member?
In
What
sync.
in sync? Okay.
Because QB and
I'm.
FiveBabe are definitely not in sync. But go ahead.
Ooh, I caught that hint. SK. He trying to help you out, Lemon.
No. I said QB and FiveBabe. This is not a shot at Lemon.
Yeah,
I didn't say it was.
Oh, okay. All right.
I
But
Jesus
SK,
take the
I'm
wheel.
drinking iced coffee. I just said
Hi, Lemon.
I ain't
Hi,
had
Auntie
nothing else.
Donna. Hi, JLC.
Hi, I'm going on mute because I want to hear what you got to say.
No, I'm just going to be because I was listening to JLC and she said if she doesn't like certain content creators, she wouldn't watch them. But what I have to say to that is people have to be very careful of what they put in out because there are people who are fixated on hating people. And when you make yourself a target, there are people who actually, going to do whatever it takes to pull you down.
Yeah.
You have to be very careful what you're building your platform on. And if you're building your platform based on hate for everybody else, then everybody else is going to hate you. And the amount of people that you basing your platform on hating, you need to double that by 100 or 1,000 for the amount of people that support the people that you hate. So it's a very dangerous thing. And I am seeing some language in certain chats that I am like, whoa, this has reached a whole new level, and I am it people need to read the chat when it is going up and visiting people's platform, because the chat is very telling about the platform holder.
Yeah, definitely.
And it's
I
a lot
agree.
of bullshit being written out there. I mean, a lot of nasty, disgusting comments I am seeing. So
Yeah.
it has become something very, very dangerous. And the amount of years I have been here, I think this is like it going into a very dangerous place that I have never seen it going before. And the amount of new people, because the older people in the sector knows a lot of, have been and not physically, but if they move from one person to the next, they may dislike the person, but not to say really hate the person, because they may have actually supported the person in the past. But for the new people coming in, they are coming in based on, well, I don't know him, and I don't know him, and I do, and I hate him, and I hate this one, and I hate this one. But it is a lot of nastiness going on, a lot of bitter nastiness from new subscribers, because the older ones not really involved as much as the newer people are. And I mean newer subs coming in.
I agree. I agree. You have to be careful what you allow in your chat.
Yeah. I agree too. Jesus, take the wheel. Can I ask you a question? I know that you kind of rock with like the FiveBabe, the Sean Bradley, and even QB. With this whole kind of situation that's kind of going on between, them. Like, what position are you in? Like, does it put you in an awkward situation because you like probably support them all, and then their
No, it
fallout kind of puts you? Mhm.
No, it hasn't put me in an awkward position, because I have made, when you ask God to show you things and you really not prepared for the answer, you get it anyway. And
Yeah.
I said 2022, I just didn't want to go in a, what to say, in a negative area. It's been there, done that. So, and to me, everybody's getting older. I mean, these are people in their 40s. And
Yeah.
I kind of pull myself away from the constant, been there, done that. Like, no, we need to move on to something else. This is not where this sector started. This sector was never the beef sector. You understand? Everybody used to do different content, and this has turned into this is horrible. To me, this is horrible. And I have seen people in a different way, and it is no going back.
Yeah, because I noticed the shift too. Because when I first got, I think really started being on here in like 2019. And when I first got on here, it was fun. And then it was like it shifted all of a sudden,
That's when it
now
was
it
roasting
became
gas.
what we got now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
that's
was
when it
roast
was
and
roasting
gas,
gas. And when they
and
couldn't take the
now
roast, they started taking it off of YouTube, and it got dark. It's dark now.
Right.
it's black.
And the way I handle a situation, if if two content creators that I like to fell out, if I come in the room and one's talking about the other, I'm out the room.
Okay.
That's how I handle it. That's how I'm
But
handling this
okay, I
whole
got a
thing.
question because I moved that way too. But what if you're moderating for one of the channels?
I don't
You just
moderate for. I don't moderate. The only person that I moderated for was Lady P.
God bless. God bless.
So I
Right.
don't
God
have that
bless.
problem.
I
Yeah, and I
moderate for
think now
everybody.
moderators are getting a shitty end of the stick. People are now, when people are asking people to moderate, they're like, no thanks. Whereas, normally when somebody asks you to moderate, you'd be like, hey, great. You think that it's such an honor to represent, like, and now people are like, no thanks. I am not going
Yeah,
to be
because
done.
Because
I
they're
am not.
starting to
actually,
target the moderators. That's why a lot of people don't want to
it's
moderate.
actually a hassle because you don't really
What?
get to enjoy the content because you got to watch the chat
Right.
and
Yes.
post. Hey, this is if you want to do this. This is that. This is the email, the cash. You don't really get to enjoy the content.
No, you don't. And to me, when you have to dox subscribers, oh hell no. No. Because they just don't agree with something that you did. Oh
Yeah,
no, oh no, oh no. This is taking this
Or
thing on
because
a
they said
whole.
something you don't like. Yeah, we've
right.
And
been through that over here. We've had a
And you
couple of
could
our
write
moderators
something in
targeted.
a chat and get doxxed. And you could just write, I do not like, or you could be called out and embarrassed in a public platform because you don't agree with. No, that is, I am
Or
not a
you
member
can
of that church. Okay?
or you can laugh at some and they just and certain just lose their ish altogether because I've had that happen to me.
Or you laugh at
Yeah.
something in somebody else's chat and another content creator calling you out in a chat and asking you, why were you laughing in so and so's chat? Like, excuse me?
Okay.
Well,
No,
then
this
it's
was
then it
never
gets
happened.
messed up when you laugh and the person done talk fast and they on something else by the time your message hit the chat and they be all mixed up
Exactly.
about what you really laughing about. So
Yeah, and
yeah,
it's
it's
no
tough.
longer fun because like I would go in different chats and I have people who are sub to different people who would say, "Hey, Jesus, take the wheel. Hey, Jesus, take," and they would call me out, and I know that they may not like somebody that I like, but we could all congregate somewhere and like have a hey so and
Right.
so, and it wouldn't be
Right.
where
Well,
now. And as the older subscribers with the newer subbies, they cursing you out if you go into somebody's chat and they see you there because you may have said something against their content creator that they love. They now calling you out in somebody else's chat and cursing you out. Like what?
exactly. It's crazy. And I'd
It
be like,
is
excuse
crazy.
me. I got stretch marks older than you. Step back.
I'm like, can I enjoy my
Step
can
back.
I
I
enjoy
had to
my
keep it PG
Wi-Fi?
because I
I
almost
mean,
said
I
something else.
paid
Yeah,
for it.
I had to ask
But
in a chat to leave me alone. I just came here to enjoy the freaking
Jesus,
content
take the
and
wheel.
don't
You're
ask me
better than me
anything.
because the last time somebody came at me in a chat, it been a while ago. I actually told them to beat the fuck up off me. That's what I told them.
You
Well,
told them
then,
what?
I told them to be the. I gotta hit the
I
jar,
think a
but
sound
yeah.
counts. I think a sound cut out.
I mean, let me mute.
I think a sound cut out.
My sound didn't cut out.
It did.
It
Dead
did cut out.
ass.
Okay, well I said beat the F up off me.
Be the F off of me. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Right, but yeah, that
yeah, it's no
doxing
longer fun. I mean, subbies can't go where they want.
subscribers is just
Yeah,
it's
they
ridiculous.
confused. They have to agree with content creators. They can't say
But
anything against. Oh my God.
But don't you feel as a subscriber being because you don't agree with what's going on, you should challenge the system because that's how you get change based on challenging it. Like if you feel like I can't go where I want to go or I can't say what I want to say without being held to the crossfires, I feel like shouldn't you want to move that way? So if there is any kind of repercussions, you're like you don't really give a fuck because you're moving honestly the way you want to move.
Okay,
Based on
and when you
you don't
say
want to be
that,
in the area as a grown up moving how other people expect you to move based on your loyalty towards them. Nah, if you're on here and you enjoy other content, that's what it is.
right? And do you see what happened to Independentista? Didn't she try that?
Y- Yeah, but
Okay,
for good reasons that I'm glad that shit happened because listen, look what happened.
Oh,
But look what
not saying it in a bad way, but it's like, okay, now this is how y'all really feel about each other. Independent Tisa was hurt. 5A felt like you're embarrassing me. She didn't like the grown folk shit. There was tit for tat. They fell out. It was
No, it
bad,
wasn't.
right?
I
That
think
that
everybody has.
grown folks thing was just to get at the
Yeah,
hate.
that is
She
bullshit.
used him. She
Okay.
used him
Okay.
as a little dog
Yeah,
to
that
fight people. She didn't have
Okay.
time. She wanted to fight for it. It was
if
never
you
gonna be a
listen,
damn
Lemons, he
debate
went.
or none of that damn shit. Because the
Yeah,
debate thing really was
Independent
supposed to
talks
happen
about it.
with Sean. I mean, with SB and them, and it never went nowhere over there. That was just a debate front thing. She told him to keep him a bay and work for her. That's all that was.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
now it was as though, okay, if I don't like if I am friends with you, Lemon, and we have a YouTube ship and a friendship, and you go into let's say, just say we had and Sir King was another content creator, and you go
Mhm.
into his chat, and I am the subby who is your good friend, and I tell you, look, he's not really good for you. He's not good for our brand. Not good for it. Not looking good for my brand. And you tell me, here's what I have. I could do what I want on YouTube. I'm not saying anything against you. Okay, well, to me, okay, I just had to swallow that pill, because I mean, this is not real life, and I cannot tell a grown woman who
Where to
is,
go?
yes, where to go, because really and truly, if I really think about it, I'm not paying her bills. This isn't mine. You know,
Mm-hmm.
if I look at what she's saying, if she's not saying anything against me, like, what, it shouldn't be that big of a deal.
Yeah.
But it she was embarrassed because she was publicly called out for it.
Okay. Let me ask you this. So FiveBabe said that they had behind the scene conversations where she's like, "Yo, you're in my enemy's chat or the ops chat," and it kind of Babe Nation is side eyeing you. They don't understand your position of being over there or wanting to be over there where this person clearly don't like me. But I never really looked at Bizarro as a person of like one of FiveBabe's like main, haters. You know what I mean?
I'm
Like,
a
yeah, they
computer.
might.
I'm a computer.
I think it's because they kept on picking at her about her supporters being in the chat. And
Okay.
Pizarro, when she went up on Five's platform, she even said she knew what she was doing when she used to do that to Tisa. So there it is. Um, to me, Tisa should have been like, look, I go where I want to go. And look, she should have told Miss Pizarro, look, I want to come here and enjoy your chat. Be up off me and let me enjoy your chat because
Fabe
it's starting
said,
popping.
Exactly.
if you really
Exactly.
love me,
They
baby,
used
why are
it.
you over
Tisa
there
was
at
used as
Pizarro's
a
chat?
weapon.
That's what she said.
No, but the thing
What?
is, if
What's her key?
What, Saki?
I'll tell you how the behind the scenes conversation went between Tista and Fabe. Fabe said, if you really love me, baby, why are you over there in Pizarro's chat? You know I'm not getting no views, and you being over there is, betraying our relationship as a virtual infidelity. That's what happened. Okay. And
Come
Tista
on,
was like,
Jesus, take the wheel. I really need Jesus. Not you, Jesus, take the wheel. I really need Jesus to come take this wheel.
yeah, but what you are insinuating is that they have in a relationship, Sir King.
listen, come on.
He's
Yeah.
embellishing.
You throwing Bursalagos, whatever you call it, and all this other stuff at her. Okay, it's just and this
No,
type
it's
of
not.
okay,
No, it's
okay.
not.
Well,
I'm
But
okay.
I got a
Why is she
question. I got a
using Babe
serious
Nation
question. I got a
money
serious
to
question.
give to Leo the Lightest? Does she
Nah,
really
but
want to hear her
okay.
purr or what?
But
I mean, come on.
I'm more puzzled that she said that Independent is giving FiveBabe all this money and stuff like that, but she's saying like Independent Tisa got these bad teeth. is
That is not true.
responsibility being
Let me.
handled
Oh my God.
respectfully? Because why
Okay.
would
I
you
would,
give
no,
out
I
money
will.
if you have a bad mouth? Like if my mouth is fucked up, I'm gonna go fix
Okay.
my mouth before I go give it to the next motherfucker. I
Maybe
don't give
she's
a fuck
scared of the
Thank you.
how
I'm
gifts.
much I
going
like
to
Maybe
your
the
she's scared
nearest
content.
of.
dental professional.
Maybe she's scared of the
Exactly,
gifts.
Chelsea.
Okay, why is it now? I'm starting to get kind of upset because
Oh, my
I
Oh,
bad, my
please
bad.
don't.
I feel as though people really mess up female relationships, and I'm getting so I don't want to
No,
curse.
get
Can I say
angry.
something?
Get.
Can I say
No,
something real
no,
quick?
no,
Can't you
Auntie
take
Donna, I just
real?
want to get this out because
Okay. Okay, ma'am.
if I am somebody and I have a good bit of money and I have a good friend, I am
Right.
going to show that friend enough support, that money that I am sending her, because you don't know there are women who actually gift other women real expensive shit because
Right.
they
Because they
have
But the
buy expensive
but
stuff
the
for
women,
themselves.
but the
it
Right.
has
women I know.
nothing to do with a relationship. And I
Okay,
hate people to
I never said that.
bastardize that.
I did. But
Well,
the
can I
what?
Oh,
say
Yes.
something? Can I say something real quick? To be fair,
Yeah.
what I saw come out of this, they were talking about stuff that I was getting from Tisa, and but it also came out that she was also gifting back Tisa. She was also gifting her stuff too, and the
Yes.
same with her and Leo. It went both ways, even though some ways were more was spending more out their pocket than the other. Still, it was. Yeah, I just want to say that to be fair.
And the thing is that Independentista said in the beginning she's not a gay person. She has a lot of friends. She has a good bit of money. She has 2 kids that she put through college. She has 1 more child that has to go through college, and she works 2 very good jobs. So
And what that got to do with her sexuality?
Exactly.
no,
Well, who
because
said
you
if
are
she
making it
gay or
about
not?
her
I mean,
She decided
sexuality.
to evolve after she done had them kids.
What?
She decided to see what was in the remainder of the world.
No, don't do that, Sir King.
No,
Don't
but
do
let
that.
me. No. But
Because
see,
I, as a woman, I would gift my friend because I know the caliber of friends that I have. My certain friendships get gifts based on a certain amount, and there are other friends I give gifts based on a certain amount. I don't want to sleep with any of them, and women do these things.
exactly.
That's true. That's true.
Women,
I can agree with you
women
because
have
when my money long, I give
men
expensive gifts to
don't
my
give
friends.
gifts to other men like that. Women do share that. We do have that in common as women. And I hate on this platform a lot of black women taking that shit and making it about sexual shit. That is not true. That is not true. I have friends that if I going to give them something, I am going to give them something that I would want them to give to me. So I am
Right.
going to give them something very nice. And when they give me back something, they're going to give me something very nice as well. And there are other people I will give a gift, and I know that if I give them a certain price of a gift, they may feel uncomfortable with it. So I may give them something, a little cheaper. So don't put it in
But
that
see,
and
but
he's
you okay?
independent.
So,
He's like,
what's
so
your
I
explanation
would
for
be
Leo the
so annoyed
lioness?
at that.
What is your explanation for Leo the lioness? See, you taking up.
I am telling, and you know what pissing me off again? Open your ears and listen to what people are saying.
I open my ears wide.
Leo said she was playing a game.
That's
She
what she
was
said.
running
But she
game.
played. I gotta say,
Right,
Tisa
okay, but
she
the
and Leo
did
game
that
was
is two
based
shit.
on
different.
She
same-sex
did that.
relations. The game was based on same-sex relations and attraction.
No, okay.
Okay.
But
Thank
that doesn't
you.
mean that does have to do with Independentisa. You're talking about 2 different women. Independentisa had a friendship with Fi, and Leo said she was running game on Fi. That is 2 different things.
Now we got to go by case scenario. I wish they gave me
Yes,
this.
because everybody's different. Not
But
all women want
I
to sleep
wish
with
you
all
had this
women.
look.
And not
But
when a
Jesus take the
woman
wheel.
gives a gift, she wants to get some, you know what, That is not true. And that is not true to base that on women. I hate that. Black women give other black women good gifts. And we don't want anything in return. And some women give gifts and collect gifts with expectations of something in return.
Well, do
And
But
y'all give
let me
y'all
say
men
this.
these
Let
kind
me
of
say
gifts
this.
too? Do y'all give y'all
But
Let
men
me
see,
these
that
kind of
goes.
gifts?
let me
Do
say
y'all
this.
give
If they're friends, right, and I'm gifting you all this money, and I didn't ask for it, but you gave it to me. We fall out, and then I say, well, you the one spending all this money on me, but you really need to get your teeth fixed. I feel like if you were my real friend, you would have been like, yo, stop giving me all this. Go
That's
to the
not
nearest
fair because some people
dentist.
just don't
That's
like
a
the
real
damn
friend.
gifts. But some
yeah,
I
but
people,
like the
not
Lemon,
fair,
money,
but
but
some
okay,
shit,
people
go
don't
get
like
your
the
no,
shit
but
damn
the
fixed
gifts.
if
teeth is
you
not
balling like
fixed.
that. Hmm?
Yeah, but I don't understand that why you all are saying things that Fire is saying on her side and not listening
Uh-huh.
to somebody else because she said her teeth are not messed up.
Oh,
She
okay.
said that
All
is
right.
a lie. She said that
Okay.
is a fucking lie. She said if my teeth were messed up, I would get my teeth fixed. She said, why would I spend that kind of money and not have my teeth fixed? She said that is a lie. And she's upset about the things that she's saying.
Okay.
Well,
I
I
hear what you're
heard she
saying.
say they better be able to prove it to the judge.
Okay, okay.
That's what I heard Tisa. Oh no, that's what I read her say.
All right,
But see,
yes.
and that's another thing. In a minute, these judges gonna get tired of this YouTube shit coming. Excuse my language. This YouTube stuff coming
I think
before
they're gonna
them.
have network court for just
Yeah,
you
because
know,
people have to be
because
careful what they're
yeah,
saying about people on YouTube without
internet court. I'm sorry.
Right. But my thing is
just
this.
being vengeful and nasty and bitter and hateful by just throwing out things like for
But
example,
where's all this anger for when they say I'm sitting up here gay, I'm a pedophile? Yeah, I ain't hear this much anger at all. At
who?
all. The FiveBabe primarily.
Okay, did you ever ask me
Okay.
what I thought of that?
Yeah, of course. Of course. I said, why are you saying this? Well, I'm sitting up here trying to defend a child. And why are you saying this? That I'm that.
No. I'm asking you if you ever asked me personally when I came up here.
I think you may have been stuck over there in Bobblehead Nation. But
Can I ask you something, Jesus take the wheel.
Yeah.
Don't you come from over there by SB and them originally?
No.
Oh, I thought that's where you came from originally. My apologies. I thought I got it wrong.
I used to follow everybody, and then when they started breaking off and calling this one this and that one that, because you're in one camp, now you can't go to that camp, so you can't, so you kind of limit yourself on where you wanted to go. And I said for myself, at like coming closer to the end of last year, I was like, I am tired of this. You can't go there, you can't go this one, you can't do this.
Yeah, right.
I am going where I want, talking to who I want, jumping on what panel I want to. I know it's too much. It's too
Yeah.
much. And it's too much on subbies, like telling subbies where to go and who to talk to and what to like, no. This is a freaking free. Well, it's not free. I mean, you have to pay your internet, and the person not paying your internet bill is not to say like, okay, I am in a certain part that they're giving members, $30 a month because you're paying me to be on your side. You know what I mean? I have nothing to gain from it.
Well,
So it
Jesus
yeah.
take the wheel. When I was growing up and I was in middle school, I was not the type of young lady that had to hang with the most popular people in school or things like that. I mean, I was well known, but I wasn't the most popular person. I wasn't the type to have to hang with this person or had to buy this, get that same pocketbook or sneakers because the most popular girl. I think some of these people show what type of persons they were when they were younger by how they follow people. And if I like you, I like you. And I've been caught in like different things to where I mob for a certain person and they started arguing with another person that I support. So I just kept it neutral, long as you didn't see me down there clapping or disrespecting, leave me alone with the other stuff because I just don't roll like that. But you find some of these people, they be in one person chat one day and they talking about somebody else, they in the amen corner, they in that other person chat, and it's vice versa. So they get caught up in the loop, if you understand what I'm saying. If
Yeah,
you
and
carry yourself, a certain way, you won't be caught out here in all this mess. But this sector, it is hard to enjoy people like you used to.
okay, for example, if I go into um JLC chat, and JLC is having a good show, but a certain content creator that I follow don't like JLC. But mind you, JLC is talking about education and something, and I put yes, facts. That other content creator who sees me in JLC chat, see me write facts, take it out of context and bring it on their platform. And this is where I'm saying this whole thing of you can't go where you want to go and can't be in people's chats. And that to me is stupid. That to me is stupid.
Right.
Control.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes,
To me,
it's very controlling, and that is where we have reached now.
I say people that expect you to move in that way, they moved that same way when they were younger to me.
And you know what, Auntie Donna, to be honest, a lot of subbies who actually got caught up in certain people's in certain content creators platforms who actually do that are afraid to drop down in people's chat. Not that they don't want to, they are afraid to.
Yes.
Because before a long time, if this whole thing where we could write and chat, if this was in 2016, 2017, and even when you go into like Tasha K, she will have haters in her chat. She'll have supporters in her chat. Now, depending on what they write, they will be blocked. But you could write something and you don't agree because she's not reading it. She doesn't care. She doesn't really care to say, well, look, I'm going to call out, chocolate cocoa, what it is you're writing there. Get the F out. You know what I mean? Like, it is not based on that because you just want to get numbers. So you have to have, pardon?
Go ahead.
So you are kind of limiting yourself to the amount of people that could actually come to view you that may not necessarily agree with what you're saying, but you want people to disagree in a professional way. You don't want them to be nasty or curse or whatever. So you leave it in the chat. You don't have to respond, or sometimes you may pick out something that you see somebody write and you say, well, what you think of, and that is the way you engage your audience and you build up your platform. But now people don't want people to drop down in people's chat.
Ain't nobody gonna tell me where to go. I'm grown. I don't
Well,
care if I got
I've
a blue
always
stick
said
or
this.
not. If I'm not in the person's amen corner while they're talking about somebody, that's that. Everybody can forget, miss me with all that because I've had content creators that I was chill with, a lot of them, and they start arguing amongst each other afterwards. So I'm supposed to all of a sudden pick a side? Get the hell out of here with that shit. That's exactly what I'm talking about.
I'm not a
My
fan of
mindset
having a
not like
bunch of
that,
yes
and
men around me.
get the hell out of here.
I'm just
And
saying,
that
you
is
can
where
disagree with me.
subbies are.
I have no problem with people disagreeing with me, but just do it in a respectful way.
Respectful
Because like I
way,
said,
yes.
any and everybody is welcome over there on my platform. But if you ain't got to agree with everything I say, because if you look at life, it's a lot of people that's no longer here that if they didn't have a bunch of yes men around them, and in my opinion, they'll still be here. So yeah,
Mhm.
if I say something and you don't agree with it, I have no problem with you disagreeing with it. But you ain't finna come out your mouth calling me all kind of this and fifth the fifth flum, fifth this and no,
Yeah.
no.
This sector is now is like a mafia. Like you need to pick a side and stay on that side of the fence. Otherwise, you'll
But
be exiled.
If anybody
I
tell me that, you ain't got to worry about me getting back, coming back to your platform. See, because I'm a premium member, and once I found out that as long as I'm subscribed to that person, they make money off of me. Oh no, ma'am. So I'm picky about who I give my subscription to.
Oh wow. So
A
Mm-hmm.
premium
JLC, if
member.
I can ask you, uh, because
Mm-hmm.
this is our first time having a conversation, uh, with the current events that's currently been popping off with everything, like where do you stand with everything? Like, what's your take on what you've been observing, for the last couple of days, currently?
Um, for one, I agree, folks should be able to go anywhere they want to, but at the same time, the
Mhm.
person that's going into that was going into these different chats should have realized you're being used as a weapon.
Mm.
For
Yeah.
one. For two, like I said when I first got up here, a lot of these folks got Stockholm syndrome because y'all hate these folks so much, but you can't look away. It's like a bad accident. And I guess I'm just wired different.
Mm-hmm.
And like my grandma and my mom always told me, if you want to find out how a person feel about you, you can do one of two things. You can make them mad, or you can give them drunk.
Oh,
Um,
oh.
Lala, amazing. You will not
Oh
Oh.
speak into me.
Hmm.
Get them drunk or get them mad. Wow.
Well, I think
Right.
Okay.
A
that's a
mad tongue
perfect
and a
segue
drunk
into
tongue gonna
what we
speak
need
the
to.
truth.
I think that's a perfect segue into what we need to talk about next. Well, obviously, Kwani got Jay Wilson mad, and I'm eager to hear your thoughts
Oh
on
Lord.
him.
I ain't watching it.
No, okay. Well, let me play it for you if you didn't watch
Yes,
it. All right,
please.
all right.
Enlighten me.
Okay. How do you feel about this? This is just the man that says emotional intelligence, that he is the aficionado, what
Um,
they call it, aficionado, whatever, of emotional intelligence. Oh, what's
But
wrong
if
with
Come
y'all
through,
notice, Jay
God
Wilson been
Father. Come
cursing a lot
through,
over there
God
too.
Father.
what you say?
Mm-hmm. Play him. Play him.
Oh, here we go, y'all. Ooh, Lord. Now he said he gonna smack Kwani across the state of St. Louis or
Ooh.
Missouri. Oh Lord.
Lala, Lala, amazing.
I'm a very
Your mama.
What he
Okay.
say?
No, I just told Lala,
she
amazing.
got the
Your
right one
mama.
today. See, let me say this, you all.
This
I'm
the,
a very calm person
no, you're not.
until you piss me off.
Mm.
And see, this is what people don't understand. When you piss me off,
Done by
it's on.
This is
Side note, Jay Wilson
It's
is
on.
Aries, so
And I'm glad I had my camera off because maybe if I could slap her
Oh,
from my camera,
oh,
I would have slapped her straight across the state of Missouri.
oh.
Ooh, we
what
he
did
is
she say?
Come back, Lemon. Don't run now.
Yeah, don't run.
Damn, Lemon
Jay
just
Wilson is not
dipped.
gonna slap you, Lemon. Jay Wilson is not gonna slap you. Don't run, Lemon. I'll play that one more time in
Go
case
to
y'all
bed.
missed it. Mm,
I know,
mm,
I
mm. Ooh, uh-oh. JLC. JLC. Yeah,
My
apparently he
bad.
was calling Kwani all kind of I have to use the profane language, bitches and hoes. I'm not lying. And then he went to his platform and said up that he would slap her across the state of St. Louis. Now, this is a man that has a master in divinity, although he's acting like he's got a master's in evilness or
but what
evilry.
did she say?
Well, she sat up there and called ass April a zebra.
Lord.
Well, let me just play some of that for what happened over there, so you can really hear the pastor in true form. Okay, because he definitely took off his cloak of holiness, and we saw the wolf for who he is. Here we go. Ooh, Lord.
You fight CC because you love a bad ass. You love CC because you bad ass. So you spoke right
Oh
about
man.
what and that's what you want to be. Jealous hoe.
Hold on. He called her. Hold on. Oops, sorry. He called her a jealous hoe. That's y'all pastor, y'all. Oh Lord.
That's my vlog father.
Well, you better get a new daddy. Here we go.
Hold up, I only got one daddy.
Well, vlog daddy.
You like CC because your ass is a bad ass. You like CC because you bad ass. So you fuck her ass and y'all working on she can't on that shot. And that's how you fucking big shit. You did it was CC.
Ooh, wait.
Did he call her a hoe?
Jealous hoe.
You want to fuck it until you follow CC face. You want to go fuck until you follow CC face.
We keep calling her bitch, y'all. Oh, get your grandchildren, bitch.
Longevity. Passa.
I have to go catch this live. Wait a minute. Let me pull this up on my other devices.
That bitch is you. Come on, that bitch is the motherfucker that hit you. You bad bitch. Shut your ass.
Lord, fix it,
Oh,
Jesus.
wow. Emotional intelligence.
Fix it, Lord. Heal him, Jesus.
Molly, wait a minute. Molly, you wrong. Why you call that lady Heat Wave?
Okay.
Yeah, no. She's not
But wait a minute.
No, she's talking to Molly is talking to an asshole named Layla Amazing who insists I am friggin' Heat Wave. And I'm telling the fool I am not. And she telling everybody, yes, it's me. And then she said how she know it's me. She know it's me who is being Tracy chat. Now Tracy have a video cussing me out, eh? I have my own video. I starring in a video. Okay,
This is Jesus take the
wheel.
Yeah,
I
that's
have
not
my
Heat
own
Wave. They're totally two different
video.
people.
And Heat Wave, I don't even understand one word that lady's saying.
Oh Lord.
I really would love to know
I really
which
don't know who
island
that
she's
is. So.
from.
Oh, you don't
Because I don't understand anything on that she says. And she has such a husky voice. Do I?
Oh.
I mean, she does.
That's Paulette.
But wait a minute. I thought him and Kwani was on good terms.
Oh.
Not no more.
The last I looked, she was up on the panel and they was, exchanging pleasantries and everything,
Yeah, they come together and then they break up. They come together and it depends
All
on
I
what
got
the
to say
topic
is when I heard it the first time, I don't know why it wasn't as clear. It was so
Then
much
I'm missing
clearer
your
just
mother.
now when you played it, SK. Oh yeah. Let me go back on mute.
Lala.
Oh, by the way, Brother Jay, it's winter time, and Brother Jay is of a lighter skin. That's why they call him Florida Red. Back on mute.
Or Michael Jackson Bleach. Mm-hmm.
My thing is,
and like I said, side note, Jay Wilson is Aries, so hey.
Why do you keep saying that?
Because we can go from 0 to up in your ass in 0.9.
And that's what the scale said.
Sagittarius too.
But I get that. But for him being a pastor, right?
Yeah, it's a bad
He said
look.
that he's like, if my camera was on, I would virtually slap you through this camera. It's like,
I understand.
I get cussing a person out, but to slap him.
Remember, is this man? Yeah, he's a pastor, but he's human.
Exactly.
But to slap a person through, come on now, like I get cursing
I'm
them
just
out.
saying.
I don't have nothing to say about slapping through the camera.
No comment.
Maybe
I'm
he
just
was
saying.
saying a
Hey,
virtual.
even Jesus got mad and turned over some tables and chairs and stuff. So hey,
no comment. No comment for that reason. No comment.
I'm just saying.
Okay.
No comment for
just saying, man.
Because I will just go off on a whole
Okay.
tangent concerning Weasel and and he said he's not a pastor. He said he's not a pastor. He said he's just ordained. Okay,
Well,
the
that's
last time he used some language. He said, "I'm not anybody's pastor. I'm just ordained."
so you're a minister. He's a minister.
He
Okay.
just probably mean I just could go and do a little service now and again at a
Right.
singing church, and don't be looking at me to give you no kind of Don't be looking at me as no pastor. I'm not any upholder of anything.
Well, here's my thing. Well, take Passa out your name.
Exactly. No, he doesn't use pastor. He used pass. You see what he puts on it? He makes it into a joke now because everybody called him out on it.
Yeah, because
Though I
remember
know
his
he don't
other
have
name to his
pastor.
channel didn't
He
have
has
Passa
pastor,
on it.
but that a lot of people say pastor, especially the older people, and they can't say words that good sometimes, and it'll turn into pastor.
Yeah, well, he and that is why I think he stopped doing the sermon on the Sundays because people were trying to hold him up to what he said he was, and he said that I think it's very hard for him to contain himself because we all know that when he gets upset, that release of emotional intelligence is real because he will curse you out.
Exactly. But the only thing with that is with him, I was kind of like, I understand why you stopping the Sunday sermons, but that might be the only times somebody might be out there, and that's the only time they hear the word. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, JLC, but
Yeah.
that's hypocritical. You can't be doing bullshit Monday to Saturday and then going to tell people about God and all of that on a Sunday.
And you think he's the only pastor or a preacher that do that?
I
Yeah,
don't
but we
think
just
so.
call him out.
Oh,
And actually, the name of the channel is Dr. Passa.
Right, that is
Right.
what he says.
Not
Passa.
Pastor.
pastor.
Yeah,
Right.
yes.
Right. Yeah, and I just feel like
He's on
if he
Tracy
was
chat.
gonna slap anybody with anything, it should have been with the Holy Ghost, and
Oh
that's about
my
it.
God, this Lara tried to troll me.
It shouldn't be.
Oh,
It shouldn't
Lord.
be like physical assault
Oh, Lord.
virtually.
It's what
I
you
know
got.
it was
You brought
virtual.
that out.
Y'all gonna get me
Boy,
blocked
to
out
I
of
me,
feel
this
Lala
house
is
again?
circling. I feel
Oh,
this Lala
Lord.
person is circling right in this in the background. So
No, no,
trying
no,
to
no,
write.
no, no, no. That's not me at all. No, not at all.
I
No, that's not me.
to me, Jay Wilson sound funny as all Hades cursing. I guess because I'm not used to him cursing like that.
But he said he used to curse a lot when it was when he just came out. He
Right,
said you
because
all
it was
wouldn't
that
like to
T.S.
hear me.
Madison and Kill thing
Right.
going on.
Yes. And he cleared all of that because he does this revamp every time to, reinvent himself. So he took out everything because he said he was real cursing those days. And I think now because he's not doing Sunday service, well, all you will get all your ass cuss up. Okay? If you cross him on the wrong day.
Right. But that's just my ears be like, wait a minute. I have to go back. Did he just say? But yeah.
Yeah,
I feel like the Sunday service could have worked for him, but I feel like his level of energy was very low during the service. I felt like that same energy he kind of gives from the beef sector when it's popping. You got to translate that same energy into your service, so it kind of
Right.
translates the same way. Like I'm just as compassionate and concerned about the word as I am about the beef. It has to align, and I felt like that's what was missing. He was very low energy, very lackluster.
Well, but
I don't know if he needed like Chick-fil-A or something to kind of when you hungry.
he might. You know what? You have different kind of he might not be a charismatic preacher because you have the evangelicals, you have the charismatics, that and so on. So it's so many different levels of that, and he comes across as more of a scholar when he was doing the Sunday service. You have like the charismatics, they're all about the spirit and the energy, where you have your scholars, it's basically straight word.
Yeah.
And then you have those that can mix all that together.
I think he's just done with that, and he just enjoys this. This gives him a certain, zhuzh. So he enjoyed this mess, and that's his calling. His calling is not from God; it's from mess. So I bet
Oh my
Oh
he,
Lord.
he lost about 5 pounds cussing up Kwani there because he was sweating and he
Oh,
felt
he was
good
on camera?
after.
No, he was
No,
behind the
he
profile
wouldn't be on
picture.
camera cursing.
Oh.
Yeah.
Question:
Why he
Where did
said
this
if
take
my
place
camera
on?
was on.
It
Who platform did
it
this
was
take
on his
place on?
platform. I
It has
went
to
and
be
looked.
his platform. He
Treasure
ain't going
Lane.
on
No,
anybody
it
else's
was on
Treasure.
platform.
Treasure Lane.
Oh, see,
Oh,
I wouldn't
was
know that. I
he?
Yeah.
thought it was like, cause he got a thing on his a video on his.
Yeah, he got a
Well,
video
That's
and
after
stuff
he left.
also.
the slap
After
occurred
he
on
left.
his platform, and then the
And
BITCH and all
Oh,
that
it was on
yeah.
his.
the
Okay.
whole the
Now
whole
I'm.
talk was on
It
Treasure
started
Lane
on
and the
Treasure Lane.
slap.
It started
Oh,
on Trezur Lane. Okay. See that I didn't know that. Cause okay, and I get it. Kwani is a person to me. If you've been around here, like Kwani gonna say how she feels. Like she don't give a fuck who's on the panel, what it is. She gonna let it rip. I'm just surprised Jay Wilson knowing Kwani as long as he known her to allow. I won't even say allow anybody to get you out of character because what's in you is in you, and can't nobody bring it out of you but you. I'm surprised that he came at a character and was like bitch and slapping and like it was just weird. Like, cause I've heard him get into it with dudes like Grown Gums and other people, and he didn't have that same energy for the dudes. Like he wasn't like I'm gonna slap you virtually or but to a woman you want to pop off and
yeah. Oh,
threaten
yes.
Well,
violence. I don't like
people have
that. You know
always
what I
said
mean?
that.
Yeah, everybody says that. He doesn't have the same stamina and gusto for men, but he has it for the women. Oh, whatever.
And
We
speaking of grown person over, oh my God, I'm pretty sure y'all seen it. That exchange between him and Tim Blaine, it gave
Wasn't
me
it
my whole
good?
life. I read about that thing about 6 times. I was over here crying, laughing.
But
It
well, when
took
Tim Blaine
it.
went
I
on his
enjoyed Timothy
platform,
Blaine video, the way he yeah, yeah, it was good. Hmm.
It was funny.
Are
They
you
reminded me of
talking
that movie Grumpy Old Men.
about
I was like,
when
look
they
at these.
But we do
on
have to
that
take a minute
person?
here
Because
and say you do
we
just
don't really talk
take a, I would take a minute here and say thank you to Philly T for her contribution to the platform. Thank you so much, Philly T. We appreciate you,
thank
and
you,
we know
Philly
that Jay Wilson
T.
would never ever lay his hand on you because you would just stomp on his big old fat head. All right. And with that being said, I want to say thank you.
Somebody ought to praise him in here.
Thank you once
Hey,
again, Philly T.
Thank you,
Philly
Philly
T.
T. Mwah, mwah, mwah.
Right, and let me say one thing. Lala, was it Lala amazing? Yeah, I'll do my homework, but this is a free gig, not a paid gig. So what I know is what I
And you can't
know.
see everything.
What
Remember
I
what I told you.
Exactly.
You can't be
Yeah, what
everywhere.
I know is what I know. I don't get benefits on overstudying and knowing everything. There's no rewards or benefits. So I know what I know. If I'm misinformed,
I got
that's
you.
why I'm having a discussion up here with other people and they can chime in and fill in the blanks for me. But as far as I'm concerned, if you're gonna pay me, I'll do overtime, but this is like a free gig, not a paid gig. So that's why I don't always know everything from top to bottom, up to down, like who said this in what chat. Like that's irrelevant. I know what I know. I saw what I saw, and that's it. That's all I can give you. But thank you for being a super fan, though. If
Oh
I'm
wow.
missing some shit, fill me in. Tell me what
Ouch.
I'm missing. Like you watching from sun up to
Tell me
sundown. Let
something
me know what's good.
good.
Down,
Mm-hmm.
down.
Just you
Yeah.
know more than I do. So
Ouch. But wait a minute, y'all said Kwani was over on Treasure. I thought they were beefing.
That's why I tell people don't get invested because you don't know what the hell's going to happen from day to day.
Okay.
But Chelsea, you know that's how the older content creators get down. They would be at it today and then just jump on somebody's they beefing with platform in the
You
next
know
2
what?
weeks.
I'm beginning. These folks are beginning to prove my point, when I made my statement the other day, that it is a lot of undiagnosed mental illness running around here.
You see that in the last picture that FiveBabe put up. You see that picture she put in her thumbnail? I'm like, oh, that's a sign of a cuckoo. Yeah.
What?
It is a
No, I
lot of
missed it.
undiagnosed mental illness going around here.
I'm
There's a
FiveBabe.
lot of
I'm
mental illness.
FiveBabe.
There's a
Or
lot of
people on
wannabe
drugs, because people
thugs.
on air, on pure air, or with a stable mind, don't do some of the stuff I've seen on here.
Well, some people don't take it that serious that they can't jump on somebody's platform. Like it's not that big of a deal. And so I think for them, they don't really digest this as much as other people.
Mm-hmm.
So they could jump on another platform and discuss something that all of them have in common. Let's say all of them beefing with some person, or they have a common topic that is discussing. They would just jump on the platform. But
So you mean that enemy of my enemy is my friend? See, I don't buy that
no,
philosophy.
they don't view them as enemies per se. The same way, okay, for example, a long time in this sector, it used to be we beef today, next week we apologize, hey, don't take it too hard, wherever, and we move on. Now it don't really have the apology, but it's something that is kind of understood. That I could still jump on your platform. I wouldn't curse you out if you come in the chat. You
Yeah.
understand what I'm saying? Because
Mhm.
you could see Kwani going in Treasure Lane and he would not curse her out. Or probably 2 days from now, Kwani would go in J. Wilson chat and he would just say, Kwani, I've got my eyes on you. So they're not making it such a big thing that you can't come in my chat. Or other people can't go in
Yeah,
my chat.
I think a lot of people are moving like that now. Like, despite who you like or where you come from, you can still be in their chats. It's no big deal. You won't get blocked as long as you
Yeah,
don't,
yeah.
be malicious and. So I think a
And
lot of people are kind of moving that way.
yeah, they don't hold on to things for long, like it's just like, okay, we had this cuss out and we could just move on from that. I'm not taking it personal. But with the new set on YouTube, like in this last year, and I'm seeing it into this year, it's that don't go here and you can't go there. No, that's not the way all YouTube used to run. Like all from this sector used to run. That is not the way. No, it's
Yeah.
have people who
And let
dislike.
me answer one more thing before this Lala Mason. I don't even know why I'm giving this whole attention, but I just
Please
feel
take
like
a
doing
deep
it.
breath. Come on.
It's
Go
no
ahead.
big
What
deal,
you
but they
said.
said that what did she just say? She said that Lemon, as much time as you spend sitting on these panels, why are you not getting paid? The joke's on you, ain't it? I don't spend a lot of time on panels. I'm only on Sir King panel. I don't really
I
jump
think you
to
said you
other.
don't get paid enough.
No, I didn't say that I don't get paid enough. I feel like what I do is
I thought that's
enough,
what you
and what I
said.
do get paid for is enough. So
Okay.
I'm not doing it based on people super. I can't say why you're not getting Cash App. That's based on the individual. I can't say, nigga, open up your wallet and send me a cat. That's not how it works. People send you money based on what they view your
Lemon, do you
contributions
remember
to the
what I
whole.
told you?
What? As
Do
far
you
as
remember what I
we talked
told you
about a
about?
lot.
Wait. Let me say something real quick. Remember what I told you when they start asking questions about how you get paid or what happens? They really want you to sit up here and tell on yourself and tell them in certain ways how.
But yeah, and that's fine. Like, to me, it's no big deal. Like,
Mm.
if they're like, oh, the joke's on you, like you put a like, it's no big deal. Like, I don't. I get what you're saying, Auntie Donna, so I won't say no more. But I get what you're saying. I was gonna say something else, but I'll just let it slide. Like
Remember, they're
who the
doing
fuck is
a,
Lala Amazing? Like
a
nigga, fuck out of
psychological
here.
diagnosis to see how they can push your buttons and what
Yeah.
And how
information you
much you will
reveal.
tell them that is
Right.
really none of their damn business.
And the fact
Okay.
is, Lemon, you enjoy being up here. Point blank,
Exactly.
period.
Yeah.
You don't need to do no freaking homework. You enjoy being up here. And you in the chat?
Yep.
Look on and shut the fuck up, Lala Amazing. You're getting to
Oh,
be very annoying. Shit, calling people out. Why the ass you don't go and call out somebody else in somebody else's chat and see how fast your ass get blocked? Try that in somebody else's chat.
Well, we got somebody coming up here to share some wisdom. Hello, wisdom.
Yo.
How do you do?
Hi,
What up,
I'm
wisdom?
good, I'm good. Blessings. Yeah, no, I was wondering about, what I see is it's like this, right? It's flip-flopping out sometimes, because it's like this. If you're an enemy and you see somebody to be an enemy of yours, why are you gonna go sit there on their panel to go at another person that you have a problem with? It don't make sense for me,
Yeah.
Okay, because they don't see each other as enemies. Over here, some of them take the mindset of coworkers.
Yes.
They know a lot of that's what I was talking about a little bit further back. I don't know when you came in, but a lot of people don't take this serious. They see this as an outlet. I was saying that's where I failed the course when I was in the house of Jay Wilson. That was part of the course, and I failed it because I can't separate the two. If you say something to me like that can harm me, I'm gonna take you serious up here on YouTube. When some of them feel like they kind of be like, this is YouTube, don't take it serious. I wasn't, that's not me. You say it to me, I don't care where you're at, I'm gonna take it for what you say. So if you're playing a role, play with somebody else. So people does things different, wisdom. That's why they can go and sit on other people panels. And then you got to understand, you ever heard of people that do, now I'm not saying they done this, but there are people who've known to do this. Fake beef.
I think it might cut out Auntie Donna.
What happened?
Her mic cut out.
All I said is, have you heard of fake beef?
Oh, yep. I've heard of it.
Okay. Well, thank you, Jesus. Will. Thank you for coming by.
Yeah, I've been around the UK sector, so obviously.
So what happens over there? What happens over there?
Oh, over there, they do fake beefs.
Oh.
We got a person who let a dog eat a child.
What?
What?
Yeah,
on
listen.
YouTube?
Let me tell you. Yes, let me tell you something. If you think that the beef sector is mad, from where I came from, yeah, too much disrespect, too much madness, dog eating a child, putting a child's picture of, and then like, yeah, mate, too much. You get me? So I'm just traveling through, but
Whoa.
yeah, it's crazy over there, crazy.
So, wisdom. How did you kind of stumble across this area of YouTube? Did it just like recommend it for you?
Kind of ironic. I was subscribed to a few people in the black sector at the time, and
Okay.
I think what happened was I went onto my YouTube homepage, and Sir King was one of the first people that popped up on my live. I'm like, damn. I'm like, who is this dude? So I go so I go to see Sir King for a little bit, and I'm lurking in the bushes, and then through there I just went to see the other people and just kind of found my way through.
Nice.
And then you hear Brianna lie on you, right?
But listen. I don't want to talk about that.
Okay.
You know Brianna?
We understand that.
Yes.
Lemon, you forgot?
What is that?
Yeah, baby.
You forgot that the woman literally racially abused me. Say no more.
Oh, you that dude. For a second, I thought
Yes.
you were just like, okay, I know who you are. Okay, Wisdom,
If
my
you would
bad.
have had your
Okay.
other avatar up, he probably would have remembered who you was.
Yeah,
The
because
one
I
you have
remember
in the
because he
chat.
actually came on the platform. He came over here before, and
Exactly.
we had a discussion with him. So yeah, my bad, Wisdom. I kind of you kind of fell into the background in my memory because it's been a
Nah,
minute since
because
that
what it
whole
is, right?
era.
I just be watching in the background. I don't really jump
I
on.
be watching you too, Wisdom. I'm everywhere.
So
Mm.
being in that moment or whatever you went through over here, did it kind of like make you feel a way, like as far as your participation is being interactive in people chats, like that kind of made you fall back and you kind of just watch from the bushes now?
Hold on, before you answer that, Wisdom, we got somebody coming up, but I gotta put my banner up real quick because
Oh, okay.
his twin was harassing me today. Hello?
King of late night.
Oh Lord. What's up, Urban? But hold on, Urban. We'll let Wisdom answer that question. Hold on one second, Urban. Go ahead, Wisdom.
No, it didn't even like affect me in any way. You know,
Yeah.
I just got to see how it was, and then I was like, you know what, let me just watch from the background for a little bit. You know.
Okay. Yeah. Fair enough. Because I didn't hear no more from you after until you came on Sir King platform. I didn't hear like an update on like like were
Nah,
you
because
still
you
in
know what
the
it is. You know what it is. It's because it's like this. If
Mhm.
you're in three sectors, like with me, I'm in the UK sector doing business over there, the black sector, and then the beef sector is like I have to keep in touch with everything, you know. So I can't
Yeah.
just be all the way about within one sector, you know.
Okay, fair enough. You're in multiple sectors, so your time got to be used accordingly. I get it. Yeah. Okay.
And plus, I'm in the UK, so obviously, you know, time's different. Time is different.
What's up, Urban? Have you been to the UK?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I've been to the UK several times.
What up, Urban?
Levin, what's going on? The big homie
Listen, let me
Lemon.
let me apologize for saying that you were Langston. Although when you did pop up on that live, I did watch thoroughly. I had my headphones pushed to my eardrums to full capacity, uh, just, just to try to peep any similarities, any whatever towards who we thought you were. But they're clearly you guys are two different people, and I do remember him coming on a live where you were there as well, and people still thought like he talk, you talk, y'all didn't talk at the same time. They were trying to kind of get you guys to speak at the same time. I think there was probably a moment where y'all did, and it went unnoticed. But my bad, I did because it it was just based on speculations. You know what I'm saying? So I went off that. And I was like, yeah, they got to be the same person because who would bring up Urban Critic? He kind of talks about like politics, worldwide news, and like non-beef sector shit. So I felt like it was it, it was the same person. That's what we went with, and yeah, I ran with it. Yeah, I did. So my bad for uh, I apologize for saying y'all the same person.
Don't worry about it, Lemon. I get it, man.
All right.
Don't worry about it at all. I heard your apology when you popped up on Sir King's platform a few days after I popped up, and don't no sweat, man.
Okay, for sure. All right, good.
Well, I didn't know there was a running theme that me and Langston were the same person. Or that was going on before when I first originally popped up.
Yeah, you Langston and Sir King, because FiveBabe said that Sir King stole Langston's voice, which I don't know how that's possible.
Me
uh,
neither.
and then we thought you were, we thought you were Langston, so we kind of, y'all kind of grouped like a trio in a sense.
Oh, okay.
But the more I hear your voice, I know there's a little difference. Like Langston is more like he got more of a stuffy nose. Yours more sound like a sore throat. It's different, there's different levels to how y'all sound. So yeah. No
Okay.
offense.
No biggie, no biggie, man. Sir King, you were thinking I was Langston the whole time we were talking?
No, not at all. But it's just weird
Oh,
that that dude mentioned you when you departed, and he come bothering me again today about you. So he's keeping
wait,
it up.
so I'm I wasn't privy to that. Tell me what happened. What happened?
He was bothering me on Houston Bread's platform, saying that I owed him an apology because we were trying to see if you two were the same people.
Okay.
That's all. And I said he must be out of his damn mind. So, and you never said cornball yet, so we'll see.
I can understand that. I can see some of the people on the platform. Auntie Donna.
Yes, how you doing?
What's going on? What's going on?
I had to send you a picture of what I was drinking because you tried to sit up here and act like I was sipping on a pina colada or something. So that's right. Everybody, I sent him a picture of my Dunkin' Donuts.
Oh, don't say it like
iced
that.
coffee. And then he said that to me. It looked like a baby bottle, y'all.
I said, what's in the bottle? That's the emoji they provided. They didn't provide like a Hennessy bottle.
Jesus.
All right, so I see Auntie Donna. No, I don't know Wisdom, but I heard you say you're from the UK sector. I think what's her name? Is Brixton Babe out there today, Sir King?
Yeah, she's in the house.
Okay, Brixton Babe, you owe me a case of Coleman's Old Fashioned English Mustard.
Oh, what did Brixton do? She's a star.
No, it was a joke that I made with her on stereo. Having been to the UK a bunch of times, there's a particular type of mustard that they use in the UK.
Is
Coleman's.
it spicy mustard or is
It is. It is. Yeah, Coleman's. It's kind of similar to the American Grey Poupon.
Yes, I like that.
So it's a good mustard. So I kind of cracked a joke with her about the Coleman's mustard when I was on stereo.
Hey, stereo. Stereo is like old school. Like that app is so different now from when we went there.
I use Discord. So
Discord. Oh.
The only Discord I'm in is lovely too.
I wanted to chime in on the conversation about mental illness on social media, if you don't mind, Sir King.
No, go ahead.
So I've been lingering around since I popped back up on YouTube, and so I've been popping in and out of the B sector, and I popped in on your channel tonight. I heard this just recently, just jumped in and I heard a discussion about mental illness and social media. And I discussed this, when I very first came on your platform, but I think for content creators, something to be aware of that more than likely you're not aware of is what's called a personality disorder. So I know about this because being a commander in the military, there's certain categories of mental illness where you would be discharged from the military. And so we have classes on various mental illnesses and how that would eliminate you from military service if they appear while you're serving in the military. So one of those is called a personality disorder. And a characteristic of personality disorder is what they call grandiosity. And a personality disorder is very closely linked to schizophrenia. So it's a severe mental illness. And if you have this, you're discharged from the military. They'll kick you out. You won't even get military. You won't even get any kind of, well, I won't go deep. I won't go into the disability classification of the military, but you won't, you're not considered military material if you have a personality disorder. The reason why I'm bringing this up and bringing up the term grandiosity is because as a content creator, if you're getting someone that's sending you these gigantic cash apps, they're wanting to pay all your bills, that's grandiosity, right? That's a sign of severe mental illness. Now, as a content creator, you're like, oh, shoot, they're paying my bills, my rent's paid, car notes paid, I'm getting all these gifts, this person is obviously balling and I'm doing great. But people with personality disorders often overextend themselves, way overextend themselves. They'll give you money, so even though they don't have, right? So they won't pay their rent, but they'll send you a $600 cash app or pay your bills. But something to be aware of for content creators in the B sector is if someone is behaving this way, A personality disorder is like very closely related to schizophrenia, right? It's like an early sign of schizophrenia, which is a severe mental illness where someone will stalk you. When I say stalk you, I'm talking about stalk you to death, right? Like John Lennon, like Selena. I'm talking about celebrities that were murdered by fans. So be aware of people that are exhibiting these types of grandiose behavior. You may feel like it's a blessing, but it may very well be a curse in disguise. And I think as you're seeing here in the B sector, when you see these major fallouts, these are signs of severe mental illness, right? And a lot of people with severe mental illness are attracted to social media, right? Because they're able to hide, right? They're able to kind of be whoever they want to be. It's a sheltered, it's a sheltered environment. So as a content creator, you're going to attract these types of people. So can you see yourself? Take inventory of all the people that have popped up on your platform, going back to Vegas Girl.
Oh, child.
Right? going back to Jay
Oh, in the
Speaks.
name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Go ahead.
Oh, that
Right.
weird woman.
Go back to Jay Speaks. You had the girl
Even Wisdom had something to say.
Right. Go back to the girl. So I've said Jay Speaks. I've said Vegas Girl. Let's talk about the girl that was stalking Lemon. What was her name?
Brown Sugar.
The one that spazzed out.
Yo, listen.
Right.
Brown Sugar, we went through our ups and downs with Brown
Right.
Sugar. She went through hell and back, but hey.
Right. So what I'm showing you,
we called her brother.
So what I'm showing you is here's evidence of these people with severe mental illnesses that are sought your platform out.
Yeah.
Right. And you have to be aware of these types of behaviors. These types of things could tank your platform. What if one of them committed suicide? What if one of them wrote a letter, hung it around their neck, and said, "Because of Sir King, I did XYZ." Do you see what I'm saying? Who else has been? You've had Dimples had a mental breakdown on your platform. That's just 4 right there.
I think that was a sham. That was a sham.
Dimples was drunk though. Dimples was like a drunk, kind of seeking for attention. We were a platform that was like chill. She can kind of express her whatever she was going through with other content creators over here, and we allowed it. But when she showed me her bar, her liquor bar, she had like all the hard liquor. It looked like a liquor store. Like when you walk into like a liquor store, you're gonna go pay for some gas, and you see all the hard liquor. She didn't have soft shit. She had like everything hard, like vodka and it's everything hard. So I'm like, you use this platform to fill up a drink full of ice and hard liquor, hit these platforms, but you're not dancing, you're not moving, you're staying idle. So all that hard liquor and emotions and everything you're feeling kind of comes out on whatever platform you're hitting. And unfortunately, Sir King goes live late. So he would be like the scapegoat on when she was drunk during her whatever hour of time she lives in whatever state. So we were kind of like the test dummies for her alcohol intake, she'll get fucked up on our platform or his platform and wild out, and we're held responsible because she's drunk now off hard liquor and she didn't dance at all. She's not at a club, she's just on YouTube in her house. And that make you show your ass.
I get you. Right, I get you. And people with mental illness often self-medicate themselves with alcohol, but the reason why we referred to her was she had a breakdown. I saw a clip where she had a breakdown on Sir King's show where she was like screaming and laughing, and I think Sir King actually made a clip of it, or someone made a clip of it where she like had a complete.
That wasn't Sir King, that was Duchess.
Had a complete, where she was like screaming, and that was
her theatrics though. I think that was her theatrical
that shit.
That looked like a psychotic. That looked like a psychotic episode to me.
Of Dimples in that tuxedo before the video start. It's funny because it's like a cross between like who she is and what she is, and I get it. I take, we take full responsibility, like with the breakdown, but we're unaware of a
Oh, I
person's
don't. You
mental.
do. I don't take
Nah,
responsibility for that.
I take responsibility, like, in the fact that, like, she was on a platform when it happened, and that's the
Right.
accountability I'm taking, but not
I
based
get you. I
on
get you.
her state of mind. Like, we didn't know she was gonna get fucked up and start screaming and crying. Like, we
Right.
didn't know
Right.
that was gonna turn into a
Yeah.
viral clip. you know?
Right. People with severe signs of alcoholism, that's also, a sign of mental illness. But I'm bringing these things up because I think that once you get wrapped up in your show and you're entertaining, these aren't things that you think about. And why would you? Why would these things cross your mind? But
Oh, I
as
think
you
about
as you
them. That's why I run things the way I do. So I see it. But I do have a question. Do you think the lady in Chicago maybe suffers from this whole, what you call it, bravadoism? So,
the grandiosity,
yeah,
I
grandiosity. Honey, and I'm FiveBabe. I'm FiveBabe, and it's kind of scary
well,
a little bit.
I think that to be a content creator, they say the same thing about being a celebrity, that you have to have a certain level of narcissism to perform, right? To put on a character. I don't think that a lot of content creators are the same way that they are off camera, right? I think that there's a certain level of performance going on there. And I haven't watched her content enough to make an accurate assessment, but just being a performer, there's a little bit of narcissism going on there. Like, just to be a performer, you've got to have a little bit of narcissism in your system. They say all actors have a little bit of narcissism in them. But I do think, though, that it's a red flag when someone is like, I've been following that situation, right? Someone was giving her these huge gifts, and that's the reason why I brought that up, because that's a red flag. If someone is overextending themselves, like I said before, it may feel like a blessing, but it very well could be a curse in disguise. Overgiving, what they call love bombing, these are signs of severe mental illness, right? And you're benefiting a person is clearing out their bank account.
What if they're not
I have a
overextending and they're
question.
just
I have a
extending?
question. So who
Go
would the
ahead.
mental illness be coming from? The one giving the gift or the one receiving the gift, or both?
Well, it could be both, right? Definitely the person giving and the person who's accepting. Narcissists love to have affection and adulation, right? You're I love you so much. I hear a lot of this in the B sector where people say, I love you, but they don't know you.
William,
Right?
what's up, Huggy? How you doing?
So if someone is constantly saying that someone's constantly hitting you with "I love you so much," and I'm so they're so overwhelmed. This whole fanatical thing, we're of what we call fans. A lot of that is fantasy, right? You can trace the whole history of celebrityism all the way back to royal families, where the town crier would walk out in the middle of the court and talk about what the princess had for lunch, right? And all the people that are listening to the town crier is the person that would report the news. Like, we have news reporters today, like similar to some of you guys, you're news reporters, right? The town crier would walk out into the middle of the court and talk about the stuffed duck, and the succulent strawberries and all these ridiculous things. And people would listen to that and fantasize about it, right? And they worship the celebrity, they worship the royal families and these people that had a lot of money. And that's a direct relation to what we have today that they call celebrities and this whole fanatical worship. So people who are narcissists love to hear, how much you love them.
Urban, I enjoy celebrities, but I only serve one God. I think some of these people start really worshiping these people like if they're a god, or as far as the people over here in this sector, they start getting a little attention or a lot of attention. They probably never had that before in their life, and they feel like they're a celebrity. It's weird, but yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I get you right. Some people, it's for the first time in their life, they become a content creator. They receive the attention. And this isn't just content creators. This is the whole social media environment, right? You have this whole
Right.
thing on social media where people, what do you call it? They use filters, right? And they use fake background pictures and this fantasy that they create. And when they
I
start
could
getting
never
attention,
get the filters right.
You should just ask
When I
Madison
tried
Blue.
when I tried to filter the picture, it looked like I was a light bulb. It was all hazy. I need to get hooked up with that Japanese filter.
No, with Madison Blue. You just hook up. Just message her. She'll help you out.
Child,
Yep.
but I will never message her. Let me go back
And
on
when you
mute.
start getting
What
all
did
this
you ask, Pat?
attention, it kind of fuels your ego. And if you have some type of mental illness, obviously it kind of creates a monster. But, definitely there's definitely an element of people who have never had any type of attention and suddenly creating someone that gets a lot of attention. We can kind of connect the dots to MTV catfishing, right? Pretending to be someone that you're not, pretending to be a celebrity, pretending to be some IG model,
Pretend
and
to be a queen. Yeah. We got all
right. And all of a sudden you're getting all this attention, and they love the attention, and that's where the catfishing comes. And we can take that even further to what's going on in the media now with Black IG models being murdered. Right? When you start attracting this large volumes of attention, or you create an environment where you have fans, as I was saying, you're going to attract people that are severely mentally ill. They're going to be drawn to you. And you got to watch your steps. This is why the celebrity world is so enclosed. This is why security is so high. This is why it's difficult to reach a person, because you got to go through this person and that manager and that agent, and that's on purpose. There's a psychosis that develops.
I would say
Right.
that it goes for rappers as well, because rappers, do when they rap about their lifestyle, sometimes it becomes toxic to where they just while out, while out on everybody, That happened recently with I forgot his name, YB, when he was wilding out on everyone. I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, I don't even need to get into that vibration right there, So it happens with everybody.
Right, and you don't know how many of your subscribers are dealing with various issues, and people are sheep just in general, right? If there's a room of people, and let's say there's one person in that room, let's say there's a room of 25 people, and one person in that room is severely disabled and missing a limb, missing an arm, and they have a bad body odor, most of the people are going to stay away from them, right? Most people are going to ignore them and not talk to them, and that's the way society works. So people tend to group people tend to group together. What you see here in the B sector is people grouping together, right? And like-minded people. Sir King, if you look at your subscribers, would you say that you're like-minded? The people that are participants, regular participants in your chat, would you say you're like-minded?
Yes, most definitely.
Hell yeah. Because I was getting
That's the
ready
way
to tell you, Urban Critic, that I would be the person in the 25 that would go over and sit with that person with the missing limb or whatever and make them comfortable. But not a lot of people. That's not their testimony. But like I said, I'm different. But I'm going back on mute.
Yeah, that makes you different, Auntie Donna. And some people, we all have our own gifts, right? I think part of my gifts is I love to teach, right? I love to mentor. I don't like to see a person down. I want to, if you're down and out, why are you down and out? I'm trying to figure out why are you in the predicament you're in, and what can I do to make your life better? That's a gift. We all have our own gifts. Some people are natural empaths, and they're going to be drawn to people that are hurting. They can feel the hurt themselves.
But
So
I can't say, Urban, when I get to that level of I don't fool with you, I don't fool with you either, too. So it can go either way.
right, you saying you can just cut them off, right? Like a faucet, just turn them off. Yeah, and I get that.
Some I can feed out of a long handled spoon, and some for my peace, I just walk away peacefully and let it go.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, some people you have to love.
Space is good because I'm very selfish with who I share my air with, you know.
Yeah, I totally understand that. If you look at the 5 closest people to you. This is for everybody out there listening. Look at your 5 closest friends, or your 5 closest associates, and take a look at their lives. Like take mental inventory of what kind of life they're living. Right? What's their home like? What's their employment like? What their personality is like? Uh, my recommendation is if you see them stagnant, not moving forward, wasting their life, these are people you need to distance yourself from and try to get a group of people around you that are going to help you get to the next level. This is networking, right? Try to start making friends with people that can teach you something. This is why I'm a big fan of mentoring. This is something that I've done for 20 years now. And it translated into my career. It was a natural gift that I never knew would translate to my current career. So
can I ask you
look,
something?
Sure, go ahead.
Being that we've been confined in our homes for almost 2 years now, because you posed that question, so I was thinking of the 5 people I'm closest to, whether it's family or friends, and I was like,
Mm-hmm.
I came with, oh my God, most of them are on YouTube. What you think about
Mm.
that? Jesus. What do you think about that? I need help now. Oh my God.
I would say that's taking the pandemic into consideration. That's probably a lot of people, a large percentage of Americans. I was here, during the pandemic. I was and I ended up, absorbed into the beef sector, and I felt like I was taking in all this negative energy, which is why, I exited, because I was about to, take new plateaus in my life, and I didn't want to care. I'm big on spiritualism. I'm big on energy. But Auntie Donna, what you're describing is what a lot of people in America have recently gone through. So you're different.
You made
But
me
the fact
think,
that you,
because I'm thinking if it wasn't because of the pandemic, maybe my 5 people I'm closest to would be different than the 5
yeah,
people that I'm close to right now. That's why I had to pose
hmm
that question to you, because I was like, wait a minute. Oh, what happened? But yes.
right, and you look at how the beef sector blew up during the pandemic, right? And a lot of people formed these groups, these online friendships. But you gotta return back to life. You gotta go back. You gotta get back. You gotta jump back in there.
At some point it'll die down, and then you have to just go back to how it was. That's just how it is.
Say again.
I
No,
understand.
I was saying that once it dies down, the pandemic and everything, where you don't have to be in lockdown and stuff like that, you have to go back to your regular life. That's just how it is.
Yeah, but you know what? Another thing is, some people are never going to go back. For some people, they have learned that they prefer to be in a virtual world. They prefer to have virtual friends, and they're never going to go back. And I would say that a certain percentage of Americans have seen that, and they're never going to go back. And now you have Facebook with the metaverse.
Yep.
It's allowed you to further pull away. And this is a reality of our society today. We're moving towards these virtual societies and what they call augmented reality. Society is moving towards this. A lot of people are working online now. A huge percentage of Americans are working online, whereas those opportunities didn't exist previously.
Certain people can work from home. Like, for example, I actually work from home, so I've been working from home for 2 years. You know.
Yep. So we're kind of go ahead, Auntie Donna.
I'm the type. It depends. I mean, before this pandemic and stuff, it depends where I was in my life. I can enjoy being by myself, and then there comes a time when I was like, you know, hitting the club or whatever, or liking to go out to dinner, to a movie and stuff. I always always on the go. And then I would have a period in my time in my life when I just like to be at home to myself, you know. So it kind of it's changed with um me throughout my years of my life. And that, I mean, it's not just now that I'm getting older. It was like that even when I was younger. Yeah. So I just go with
Yeah,
it. So I guess that's what made it easy for me to. Now I did have what they call cabin fever at first, but once I got over that, I'm pretty good. Hi, Sloppy.
Cabin fever. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, life is we're as we move along our journey, life is about balance, right? Finding balance in our life. And you're going to have times where, you tip either side. You got to find that sweet spot, where you feel comfortable with who you are or where you are in your life. And, some people may never get there. That's why I'm a fan of spirituality, because, it may be able to show you a path of where you can get there. Some people are going to get trapped in a world of painkillers, drugs, alcohol, and they're never going to realize the full potential of their life. And it's difficult to pull someone. It's difficult to reach down and pull someone out of that. When I deal with drug addicted veterans, when I first started, it was painful for me to see so many vets that couldn't pull themselves out of it. No matter what I did, no matter how hard I tried to come on, man, you can kick this. The majority of them never made it.
Were they addicted to it because maybe that it was it just the internet, or was they like a certain thing on the internet that they were just focused on that they just couldn't let go?
Well, I'm talking about people dealing with not wanting to face reality, and they're using drugs or alcohol to kind of dim that or to deal with it. And a lot of veterans are addicted to painkillers because they were injured. When I was injured. I spent 9 months in the hospital. I was enduring a lot of pain, but one thing this is just me, because I was a leader in the military, a senior officer in the military, I knew the effects of painkiller. I saw soldiers that dealt with that. I didn't want to take painkillers. So when they would give me pain pills, I wouldn't take them. Put it in my mouth and I would spit it out later, spit it in the trash. Because I didn't want to become addicted to it. But what ends up happening a lot of times, unfortunately, is disabled veterans get hung up on painkillers. It's powerful narcotics. We talk about Oxycontin. We're talking about, what's the other one? Xanax. And once they get trapped into that, that's what I was talking about. I was trying to pull them out of that. Right? Once you get so low that you're numbing your senses and numbing your feelings with these drugs, it's difficult to pull them out. And most of the veterans I deal with, I can't pull them out. But the few that I can, it's a blessing to see them snap out of it, right? And to look at how you were before. When I show them pictures of this is how you used to be, right? You didn't care about your life. You wanted to take your life. You didn't care about your hygiene. You didn't care about anyone around you. Now look at you today. So it's a blessing. I would recommend. Maybe only once a year you can give back, right? Maybe once a year you can go feed the homeless, but service. I come from a family of service, both military and ministry. It's a blessing to give back. Give back. Give back. Do something to bless somebody else's life, no matter how small it is. Right? You may see someone out in public that needs assistance walking across the street, or a homeless person that you genuinely feel would appreciate, what you give. Somebody struggling at work that you know is being constantly rid up and is about to lose your job. What can you do to help them improve? What can you do to kind of pull them back in? So I'm an advocate for service. And when you give back, it comes back. The Bible talks about it coming back to you. It will come back. Trust me, it will come back.
Yes,
exactly.
It will.
It'll come back to you.
All righty. Any other questions people got for Urban? What you think about the whole NFL situation while I got you here, Urban?
I haven't
Brian
been paying attention. I've been busy. I've been so busy with work. I haven't had the time to pay attention to.
Do us a favor and look into it. It's the situation involving Brian Flores, who coached the Miami Dolphins. He was fired by Stephen Ross, who is the owner of the Miami Dolphins, and he is saying that Stephen Ross offered to pay him $100,000 per loss in order to tank it. But he's also saying that the NFL is very racist and discriminatory when it comes to hiring African American coaches. So he's suing the NFL and the Dolphins.
Yeah.
And, so yeah.
That's a good. Well, I will say that you mentioned the word suing, but I want to go back to what you said about the racism in corporate America. And I would consider NFL part of corporate America, especially the senior managers over there.
Yeah,
there's a lot of racism in corporate America. Even myself as a young officer, when I was active duty before I switched to reserves, I dealt with a lot of racism. As an intelligent Black man, particularly for me because I worked in military intelligence. It's predominantly white, so we deal with that. Black men have to get tough skin, and a lot of us already have tough skin.
Mm-hmm.
But you have to learn how to navigate the corporate world. There's a huge amount of racism. When I left, the service and switched to the reserves and went to corporate America, I still deal with racism today.
Mm-hmm.
We have to do over and above, unfortunately. We can't get away with what they can get away with. Right.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to just shine and be an example. You got to be a light, right? You have to be a light. You have to shine. This goes with anything that you do, though. You want to jump in both feet and both hands. You want to become an expert in whatever environment you're in.
Right.
Do as much research as you can. Do as much reading as you can. You want to become an expert in if you flip fries. Go online and do research on how to be the best fry flipper that you can be. Wherever you are in your life, you want to look at how you can be the expert in what you do, and also look multiple levels ahead and see what they do and how can I get to that level. Right? If you're just flipping fries at McDonald's and you see the manager coming in the morning, figure out what he does. What's the first report he does in the morning? Right, who's he talking to on the phone? How can I get to that level? That's through observation and wanting to be the best that you can be.
Mm-hmm. No, I agree. Or they get insecure and think you're trying to take their job. So yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's all in how you do it. It's all in how you approach things.
Right. No, I totally
but
agree.
I get what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not going to stay in here any longer. So I think I probably preached enough.
Yeah, well, thank you, Irvin. We appreciate your wisdom and insight, and what you were able to provide. So, definitely.
Yeah, thank you, Irvin, for pulling up.
Yeah, no problem, Lemon. Big homie Lemon, and Auntie Donna, everybody's favorite aunt.
Not everybody, but thank you. But don't worry about it. The ones that do love me, those are the ones that count. Thank you. I enjoyed you being up here as usual.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much, guys. You never know when I might be popping up.
No, most definitely. And we'll tell Langston you said hello.
You can do that. I have no problem with that at all. All right, guys. Have a good day.
All right, you too.
All right,
Thank you,
too.
Irvin.
Peace.
Take care.
All right, guys.
Thank you.
All
Woo.
right. What's up,
All
Slappy?
right.
All right. This has been old times, huh?
Very old times, you
Old
feel me?
time
I've been
say
I was sitting back
yeah.
listening, like, let me just listen and, absorb what's going on. But yeah, it was lit. I enjoyed
Most definitely.
it.
All right, y'all. It's almost the start of a new day.
Yes.
Yeah, it is.
Last
I'm finna jump down. I enjoyed this live. I
Wait,
enjoyed
no,
the
no. I
conversation and
jumped
all
down
that.
first. Let me jump down first.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Make sure
I
you do the
Okay.
got you.
bottom.
Good night/morning, everyone. Remember what Auntie said. Walk with Jesus. Do not run with the devil. And if no one's told you that they love you today, Auntie Donna loves you. Mwah. Out.
Stay the hell away from Jay Wilson. Yep. All right.
Oh no,
Thank
you
you.
didn't, because I haven't dropped down yet. Don't talk
Yeah,
about Brother Jay, my blog father. I still have much love for him. I let him be him and me be me.
What did Lace? I mean, what? Oops. I was gonna
Wait
say
till
what did
what? You better not get me
I was
blocked.
gonna say what did Urban say about love and saying that you love everybody? Oh,
Oh, okay. I'm about to step down because I'm
okay. All right.
okay. It's
Okay.
been beautiful.
Yes. Thank you.
In my Bless Watkins voice. Toodaloo.
Toodaloo.
all right, Auntie Donna. Peace.
Lemon. Lemon.
Wow, what a live.
Yes.
It
What a
felt like
lie.
old times. It was
Sure
super
did.
long, but it was needed. I think we covered all topics tonight,
Mm-hmm.
and we had different guests, so that was pretty lit.
Sure
Um,
did.
yeah, so that's pretty much it. I don't want to hold it no longer than it needs to be. And let's just see what happens from here. We're just observers watching and giving our opinions on, what pops off in the beef sector. So
Most
that's all it
definitely.
is,
Yeah. I
just
totally
opinion.
agree. I totally
So
agree with you, Lemon. I can't refute that. So
so on that note, I'm gonna jump down and I'll see you at the next one.
sounds great. Thank you again, man. You have a great Friday.
All right, you too as well.
All right. Thank you.
Peace.
Peace. All right, everybody. So thank you all. Thank you to all who came up on the panel. Like I said, it was like old times. Um, so yeah, so thank you once again. Thank you to everybody in the chat. Hopefully y'all will stay away from the cussing, low emotional intelligence pass up. QB, I hope one day you find your independence and do what's best for you and not what's best for her. So and James Caldwell, stop playing with the dead. So and thank you once again for Urban for coming up. JLC 87 Productions, Auntie Donna, Lemon, and myself, and Wisdom. So thank you all. We appreciate your contribution. With that being said, make sure y'all have a great day. Thumbs up the live, please. And if you want to, feel free to send a gesture to the platform. All right. Thank you, Billy T. Thank you. Hold on one second. Let me see something. And thank you, Tamika LaShawn, for your generosity. And somebody became a member. Who became a member? I didn't acknowledge them appropriately. Who became a member tonight? Somebody became a member. Became a member of the congregation. Who was that? Became a member. I forgot who that was. All right. What's up, JQ Leah? Hope you're doing well out there as well. And everybody's trashing Facebook. Everybody's leaving Facebook, y'all. So y'all gonna have to find something else. Snapchat or TikTok. TikTok. So yeah, make sure y'all save your money. So Tamika LaShawn, thank you very much, Brixton Babe. Tamika LaShawn, this is for you, Tamika. Tamika, this is gonna be your Valentine's date. All right. And thank you so much for becoming a member. And here's your Valentine's Day, Tamika.
Baby, lock the door and turn the lights down low. Turn them back on, I fucking stub my toe.
Oh, hell no.
Oh, hell yeah. That is Tamika's Valentine's Day date. All right, y'all. With that being said, feel free to thumbs up the live. And like I said, if you want to, make sure you send a gesture to $ Circling Crown. If you want to, feel free to tip the co-host, because he was getting antagonized by Lala Amazing. What's her name? Lala King, Layla Ring. His cash app is $ pay him with 2 M's 1. All right. Why Jay Wilson up there? I don't know, because he need to take his ass to the gym. I don't know.
Now you know his heart was palpitating so fast. That's how you know he need to get on a treadmill. Quadi, you hoe, you bitch. Quadi, get your children. I was like, damn. Anyway, I'm out of here, y'all. We got a new member. A new member. Thank you, Random, for becoming a renewed member. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I don't know what clip I can pay for you, but that won't offend you. Oh, here we go.
Hey, hey.
All right. Thank you so much, Random Crafting Gamer, for becoming a new or renewed member. Cash App my eyes. Oh, I got something for you. Oh, I got a clip for you. And it's from courtesy of Philly T. Hold on. Here you go. Because this is probably what you look like in real life.
Trolls got to go, spreading them lies, trying to divide Avatar Nation. F them all day, F them all night. We don't love them trolls.
Yeah, La Amazing. You giving troll tease. So that song is just perfect for you. And that's from the one and only beautiful Philly T. Let's do it one more time. So she or he or it or they don't forget.
Trolls got to go, spreading them lies, trying to divide Avatar Nation. F them all day, F them all night. We don't love them trolls.
All right. And for y'all that think that these people are cool and y'all forming these offline relationships where they're sending you Balenciaga bags, Fendi, Gucci watches, and belts, just remember this. And this is what my friend got to tell y'all. Just be careful, because these.
These are loyal. Oh, these are loyal. Yeah. These are loyal. Oh, these are loyal.
Yes, just remember these hoes ain't loyal, okay? All right, I don't know where Ron P at. He probably at the strip club working his shift, trying to get the money before the weekend start. So in memory of Ron P, we gotta play this clip for Ron P. Let me get Lala Amazing ugly ass off the screen. Ooh, child, got me cursing like Jay Wilson up in here. Ooh, child. Yeah, we don't love them trolls. You got that right, Jake. Let's see. Where Ron P at? Here we go, Ron P. Here we go.
Oh, hell no.
And we know that no one will be saying this to Brianna on Valentine's Day.
Touch it, shut up and bend over. Aye, let your back do the talking over. So touch it, shut up and bend over. Aye, let your back do the talking over. So
Yes, we know that no one will be saying that to Brianna. All right, y'all. Hopefully y'all been thoroughly entertained. With that being said, I'm gonna head up out of here. Y'all take care. Have a blessed Friday. All right. Ooh, child. Jay Wilson, stop all that damn cursing. Bye, y'all. Ooh.
Tofu Alley. No beef, just tofu.
That boy is good.